rich.
Yeah, but they come from the Babylonians. I'm always telling people they
Yep.
Especially the women, bro. Fuck.
I don't do that no more.
bro.
Any opportunity you give the women to worship
They love that
themselves.
shit. They love it. They fucking eat it up, boy.
You gonna need this bag?
No, it's trash. It's trash right there.
Oh, I'll take it. You need? I use those at home.
That's it.
When I run out of trash.
Hey, brother.
Oh, what?
I remember when I first came to Hawaii, we went to a Long Drugs and we bought, they used to give the plastic bags out before.
Oh, yeah.
The lady was like, oh, you want a plastic bag? I'm like, oh, sure, because I had a bunch of little items. And some my bitch was like, oh, be careful what you do with the plastic. Don't pollute our ocean. I was like, what the fuck, bitch?
It ain't even a fucking ocean, bitch.
Yeah,
Like
like,
that.
the fuck? And it's
Come
not
on,
like
us.
like my plastic bag is like I'm purposely gonna go and toss it out there.
That one plastic
And
bag
that
gonna
one
fuck up the
plastic bag is
ecosystem.
gonna, yeah, like, bitch, do you go to the army and ask them to stop polluting the,
Yeah.
to the
Cause they
baby
pouring all
and all that
kinds.
shit?
They
Yeah.
pouring all kinds. They got the whole thing with what, Red Hill. Some shit happened at Red Hill a minute
Yeah.
ago. Fucking poison in the waters.
Knowing my boy in the world, he was in the Navy. And he told us one time when he came back, he was like, yo, we dumped a bunch of trash in the middle of the ocean, bro. And I was just like, damn, that's crazy.
They do that all the
And
time.
supposedly it's like classified, like you can't be telling nobody and shit. And I'm like, there you go. Like, the fuck? When that lady told me that shit, I was like, I already knew that. I was like, what, bitch? Fuck.
Yeah, they always do that shit. They always do that shit.
Incense? Still gotta do the,
Oh, we got a lighter. Hey, brother, let me get that lighter out of that bag. I'm trying to figure out what the fuck's going on over here. All these damn cars.
I know, that's what I was asking the brother. I was like, is there like a special event or some shit?
I got something to do with kids, I'm sure.
Something to do with the feet. Nah, but a lot of people have a long weekend.
Yeah, that's right. 4th of July. Shit.
Yeah.
4th of July.
I noticed, I'll say this much, in my 50s, I have a lot of moments like that.
Oh, yeah.
Where I'll go to do something, whatever it is, and there's that pause.
Oh, yeah. You getting up there, bro. I'm right behind you, man.
And I go, oh, yeah, that's what I was going to do.
Yeah, I do the same thing. Sometimes I gotta stop. Like, what the fuck did I get up for? What the fuck's wrong with me?
Yep.
Yeah, like, what the fuck I got up for something?
Yep.
And it be something simple too. You be like, oh shit.
Yep.
Yeah, that's right. I thank the Lord.
So it's all good. Yeah, because we're 30s, 40s, and 50s.
That's what I need for here.
Well, I'm 32 and that should be happening to me.
Yeah, that's wow. Need some more butane probably. Let's see.
Yep, 3 generations. Back to back to back.
rat last night.
Oh yeah, in one of the traps or?
Yeah, I had a trap.
How big was it?
Fucking big, bro. It was a rat.
Oh.
You know. Yeah. It came through the so I got a new refrigerator, but the refrigerator too wide. I just got it today. It's too wide, so like, I need somebody to cut a portion of the counter, and then, but if there's a hole that comes from out of the underneath of the sink, literally right on the side, they got like a pipe running through it and shit. Little motherfucker slid through there. That's how I'm figuring it got in there. That's my best. Yeah, okay, I'm like, damn, I got a little fucking rat, bro.
But the Lord gonna bless you for that.
It's cool, brother. We don't light up. Don't worry about it. Hey, all right, Shalom. I want to start off by giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahushai, by Hashem, Rakakadash. I want to say and give double honor to the apostles and the bishop elders, a great millstone for teaching his word in truth and sincerity and for ruling well. Salutations to my fellow Akim across the four corners of the globe, preaching and prophesying. Shalom to the elect, low and with some of those men. Okay, so we back out here another week to do what? To prophesy, man. My brother's heard about that guy. Went to the game.
Baseball.
It's that dude Anton Daniels, you know, relishing in his riches and in his wealth, like as if that's going to deliver you. It is a scripture in St. Matthew where it says, store up your treasures in heaven. Get that real quick. You got a lot of people out here that believe that their wealth is going to deliver them, or it has delivered them, you know, particularly from poverty. A lot of these jakes that you idol worship, the Jay-Z's, your Beyonce's, your LeBron James, these people that you idolize because of what they can do or have done, they didn't get their riches by They didn't get their riches by righteousness. A lot of that shit is got by deceit, like Esau. They got it by the deception. Murder, death, kill. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
Matthew 6:19, lay not up for yourselves treasures upon earth, where moth and rust doth corrupt, and where thieves break through and steal. But lay up for yourselves treasures in heaven, where neither moth nor rust doth corrupt, and where thieves do not break through nor steal.
Yeah, because that's what we're doing. We're storing up our treasures in heaven, right? And it's going to really count, or we're going to really start withdrawing from that account, that spiritual account, when all hell breaks loose, in a day of judgment, in a day of wrath. All right? This scripture says, richest profit not in the days. Get that real quick. So we're storing up our treasure. What did it say in the NLT?
In NLT, it says, verse 19, don't store up treasures here on earth, where moths eat them and rust destroys them, and where thieves break in and steal. Verse 20, store your treasures in heaven, where moths and rust cannot destroy, and thieves do not break in and steal.
Yeah, because you're rich today, but tomorrow you'll be broke. Get that scripture where it says, there's nothing for the Lord to make a man rich, a poor man rich all of a sudden. You think that you relishing in your wealth, and normally when Jake gets any type of wealth, physical wealth down here, they like to vaunt themselves. We're gonna get that too. That's in Wisdom of Solomon chapter 2. You get a lot of Jakes, they vaunt themselves, they boast in their riches. You talk about your cars, talk about the homes that you get, the access to the different resources, your houses. A lot of Jake like to talk about real estate and land like it's some new shit. You know what I'm saying? And it's always been profitable, but it's been shut off to the majority of these people on this sign right here, unless they exploiting you through high-ass interest rates. But it's just a house, nigga. It ain't gonna save you. It ain't gonna deliver you. It might keep the rain off you, but what about when all hell breaks loose? You're gonna be casting out your house. Your house ain't gonna deliver you. Nobody gonna give a fuck about your property or your portfolio. Okay, so these are things that you gotta be mindful of, because in this world, physical wealth is exalted, but the spiritual wealth outweighs that in abundance. Okay, your spiritual wealth. What's the spiritual wealth? Well, charity. The scripture says charity covers a multitude of sins, man. You know, we all committed multitudes upon multitudes of wickedness and sins, right? So any amount of charity that we can show to a brother or sister that believe, you know, that guess what? That's gonna cover a multitude of sins that the Lord could judge you for in any particular way. You know, so your wealth ain't gonna deliver you. Your money, when the Lord bring His wrath, He don't give a fuck about your bank account. In fact, your bank account is about to be emptied anyway when the transfer happens from the fiat currency to the digital currency via that RFID microchip. And it ain't gonna be a bunch of middle class, upper middle class Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans. Nah, nigga, it's gonna be the poor. It's gonna be the super rich.
That's right.
You know.
This Proverbs 11 and verse 4. It says, "Riches profit not in the day of wrath, but righteousness delivereth from death." That's right. So riches don't profit in the day of wrath. Why? Because like we're going into what Jake knows today as money, it really doesn't mean anything, man. And even if you do have, let's say, so-called commodities like gold and, you know, things that you can exchange in those days when the economy is down, guess what? If you're sinning against Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, judgment is gonna come upon you, man. So that's not gonna deliver you. You could have an army or person come up to you and have a gun pointed at you, and you could tell them, "Hey, take all my gold. I got this. I got that." Hey, if the Lord put it in that man's spirit to shoot you, that's it. Your money ain't gonna deliver you.
Well, the scripture says that money is not. I mean, they're not going to look at it. They're not going to regard that gold nor silver, and that's going to be these truths. When you Edomites with all this money and all these resources, ain't nobody going to care about that shit in that day.
Right?
It's the mission. The mission is to get you the fuck up off the earth, or to put you in a prison, a slave camp. That's the mission. To get you out the way. It ain't gonna be, you're not gonna be able to buy these people off. Why? Because they're gonna have a wrath for the Lord on them. Right? Even when we come out of them chariots, Lord, when we part of the elect, and we take over the earth, and the first people we gonna get is the super elite, these Rothschilds, Rockefellers. You think they ain't got resources down there, man? And they go, "Oh, I'll give you this." Nigga, I don't want that shit. It belongs to me anyway. How about that? You belong to us. So why the fuck, I'm gonna let you try to negotiate and bargain with me? It ain't gonna be no negotiations. It's just going to be judgment. You know what I'm saying? And in this world, you're taught that earthly riches and wealth. What you got?
No, I was Proverbs.
Get a precept, brother.
I had Ecclesiasticus.
There's another one I wanted you to get.
If I can chime in to what you were saying, this world teaches you that, you know, that the earthly riches, you know, and material wealth
can't take it with you.
oversees righteous judgment, man. And in the eyes of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua is not so. If you commit iniquity, guess what? You're gonna receive a righteous judgment. Whether that is, well, if you commit iniquity, it's death, man. You're gonna receive judgment. The scriptures say, "Be ye not deceived, for the heavenly Father is not mocked. Whatsoever a man soweth, that shall he also reap." So if you've been sowing iniquity, man, and death upon the earth, guess what? You're gonna receive a judgment worthy of that, man.
Yeah, and then like that dude Anton Daniels is coming out that this dude's a fraud. Like he got his wealth from his real estate. He's like somebody was checking him or calling him out on this shit, and it was like, look, there's no way that you're rich as you claiming you are from a regular job or some type of business coming in that's paying you millions upon millions. That's not happening. He said you can check my you can log on to my Patreon for $40 and you can see my tax records. Like, nah, you see, a nigga's trying to defraud you. Because see, all these people, you go on YouTube, TikTok, and these social platforms, there's always somebody trying to talk about how you can get rich or how you can get wealthy. If it was that fucking easy, everybody be rich, man. And then nobody be rich. Because if everybody got it, then what is this? You know, that's not the case. A lot of times you guys are enriching yourselves through fraud. You know, you defrauding people. You're not giving people that you're so-called working with, you're not giving them the up and up. And then if you're really that sincere about it, then why you got to charge people for it? Niggas always charge you something. He can give you a fraudulent. I'm not gonna pay $40 to look at another man's tax records. That's not even worth it. Because I'm putting money in this nigga's pocket. He giving me some bullshit. Some shit, and then some shit you doctored up. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm supposed to believe that this is your tax record. When it come to find out that niggas pop died and they got a lump sum of money, and now this is what the niggas living off of. You know what I'm saying? Nigga had failed businesses. Not saying that you can't have money and still have failed businesses, but you Jakes act like money is the all and be all, and it really isn't, man. The spiritual riches outweighs the carnal riches any day.
That's right.
Bring it up, bro.
Oh, the one you asked me to get was Ecclesiasticus 11:21.
Read.
Marvel not at the works of sinners, but trust in the Lord, Yahweh and abide in thy labor. For it is an easy thing in the sight of the Lord on the sudden to make a poor man rich.
Yeah, so like when you see these sinners getting money, you ain't supposed to marvel at that shit. You ain't supposed to be all excited. Oh man, look at all this shit. He driving in the newest car and da 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 da. They come to find out a lot of these people that you cherish with all this wealth, they're a bunch of assholes. I saw a video clip last night. This dude, he used to be signed to Rockefeller Records, and he was saying how the nigga Jay-Z never wanted you to win. He'll jump on your song, treat it like it's his song, so he can get popular, and then he'll leave you in the dust. You know what I'm saying? He ain't want nobody to outshine him, right? A nigga like that is selfish. Now, it's cool to be selfish at certain points in your life, but when it comes to your brothers, man, you ain't supposed to be selfish with the people that you call your brothers, the people that you building up. And that's what you notice. A lot of these labels that we used to cherish, like Rough Riders, Rockefeller, those are all something called boutique labels, which really them niggas ain't own shit. The Edomites own this shit, but they let these niggas do the work, like Death Row. That was another boutique label. It was sponsored by Interscope, and I'm bringing this out because you see these niggas. These are the niggas that niggas idolize, but they ain't tell you about the satanic rituals, the murder, death, kills, the homosexual activity, the drinking of the blood and semen and doing all kinds of abominations. They don't tell you that. You just see a nigga with some makeup on and jewelry, costume jewelry on, and some clothes, and you think, oh man. And that's who Jake, and the reason why Esau exalt people like that, because that's who Jake idolizes. When it comes to a poor man, scripture says when a rich man speaks, the people stop to listen. But when a poor man speaks, people they ignore it. Rough paraphrase, right? And then the poor man actually has something that's really useful to hear. Other than a rich man.
Probably set in great dignity.
Yeah, and the rich sit in low place, man. And who is the rich? We are. We truly are the rich. Can you get that piece of my ass for the
1 Timothy chapter 6 and verse 7. For we brought nothing
start up 2 verses.
4, 5. 1 Timothy 6 verse 5. Perverse disputings of men of corrupt minds.
Start at the top.
1 Timothy 6 and verse 1. Let as many servants as are under the yoke count their own masters worthy of all honor, that the name of the Most High and his doctrine be not blasphemed. And they that have believing masters, let them not despise them, because they are brethren, but rather do them service, because they are faithful and beloved partakers of the benefit.
Yeah, so when you found out about this truth, man, you ain't supposed to bug out on nobody, especially the people that are ahead of you. Whether that be the apostle, the bishop, elders, the brothers on down. It's brothers out here that have been doing the work long before we have. So we ain't supposed to despise them because they're fellow brethren too. They're fellow believers too. And this is Paul speaking to them through Timothy, because you had Jake waking up and they were just bugging out on their masses. Like, man, fuck them. It is like da da da. Kingdom of heaven's coming. I don't need this shit. You ain't supposed to do that, brother. Whether they believers or not. You ain't supposed to do that. Supposed to be at peace with all men if it be at all possible. Keep reading.
Verse 3. If any man teach otherwise and consent not to wholesome words, even the words of our Lord Yahushua Hamashiach, and to the doctrine which is according to godliness, he is proud, knowing nothing, but doting about questions and strifes of words.
And you get a lot of guys that's doing that too, right? They full of strife, doting, questions, and words, shit that it ain't no use for you. We supposed to be here building each other up through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashar Shai via this word, man. All right? Keep reading.
Whereof cometh envy, strife, railings.
Where we get people that talk about money all the damn time, strife gonna come in. Right. Oh man, I ain't getting. There's always a man gonna feel like he ain't getting enough. I ain't eating. I ain't got enough. Wait a minute, brother. It ain't even about that, bro. You get your share. Everybody gets their share. You're supposed to, right? But when people make this doctrine about something other than what it's not, whether that be making money, trying to finance shit. Now, it's cool. Brothers might got skills. They can teach other brothers. Hey, guess what? You ain't supposed to charge them brothers. They teach them. Now, brother, you doing certain things, you are entitled to wealth. I mean, entitled to get paid. And in reality, we're supposed to be getting paid. But we ain't worried about it because our spiritual payment is coming from Yahweh Shah. And he provides. Yahweh Shah provides for us daily. Sometimes you get a little bit, sometimes you get a little bit. Sometimes you get sometimes you get a little more, sometimes you get a little bit. Sometimes you may get nothing. But everything come in its season. Right? Our hope and our heart and our wish should never be in these earthly riches, man. Because this place is about to be destroyed. Everything you see around you is temporary. We fuck around you fuck around buy a big ass mansion and you won't even be able to dwell in it. You know, because now the earth is destroyed. You're like, damn, it's just my luck. I get a mansion and the earth is over. Yeah, nigga. Because that's not what your heart's supposed to be in.
Those riches lead you to do iniquity, like the scriptures say.
Yeah, I'm about to say, get that precept where it say hurtful lust. Go ahead, keep reading.
And strifes of words, whereof cometh envy, strife, railings, evil surmisings.
Yeah, which is opinions. Go ahead.
Verse 5, perverse disputings of men of corrupt minds and destitute of truth, supposing that gain is godliness.
And that's the big thing. You got a lot of these Israelites out here, whether they know the truth or in the world, they think that gain is godliness. You go to the Christian church, gain is godliness. It's all about this prosperity. I had posted a video last week in the campaign chat where this fucking pastor, this black nigga, he's talking about something. God's gonna do more. I'm like, I forget what he said, but he said he command money to come into your house. I command money to come into your house, nigga. And niggas start, oh yeah, and the niggas ain't get no money. How you gonna command? Yo, motherfuckers like, oh, I got this secret ritual to keep money in your life. Because why? Because money offers, what you call money today, offers you access and resources to things that you don't have. So now everybody want to get money. Everybody's into money, getting wealth, and getting rich. The first thing you want to do is get rich. Well, when King Solomon had the opportunity to ask the Most High for any and everything he wanted, what he asked for? He asked for wisdom to lead his people. And the Lord said, because you've asked for this, man, I'm gonna give you everything, bro. I'm gonna make you wealthier than any king before you or after you. People make a big deal about some guy named Mansa Musa because he was throwing away gold frivolously and shit, you know? Nah, King Solomon had everything, but the greatest thing he had was wisdom. Wisdom to lead the Lord's people. You know what I'm saying? He was the most wise king of all. Even though he went off in his old age, so what? He got a crash course in righteousness and wickedness. And then he came back perfect as Yahweh Shah.
And the scriptures say, if riches are to be desired, what is richer than wisdom that worketh all things?
That's right.
So if you're really looking after riches, you should be looking for the wisdom of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shah, man.
Absolutely.
Because that's what's gonna get you everlasting riches and everlasting, wealth and glory and honor, man.
Yeah.
Jake in the world, in this world, they fucking look for those things in wickedness, and what ends up happening? They start hating themselves. Yeah. They start doing drugs because they depressed from all the shit, all the wicked shit that they've been doing.
Got demons on them.
That's right. And when they go amongst these elite Edomites, man, they know that they're looking down upon them. Like, yeah, I know what you did to be up here. Like,
hot like a bunny, nigga.
That's right.
Like that nigga Meek Mill.
Don't even try to be like us, because
you're never gonna be like us. You're just gonna be the entertainment. You're the fucking jockey, nigga. You're just a well-paid slave. That's all you are. And you may have more access and resources than the average Jake, but to these Edomites, you're still nothing. Like that one chick, she was on a newscast, she told that nigga LeBron James, shut up and bounce the ball, nigga. He got an opinion about politics and racism and all that. Nigga, she told you. We don't want to hear that. Just bounce the ball, nigga. Shut up and dribble. Run, nigga, run. You see, but you can vaunt against your own people. You can boast against your own people because Jake idolized you. And they ain't got shit. And they came from the same thing you came from. And then, like there's a scripture that says, in a day of adversity, there's a forgetfulness. Right. Hey, bring it out. That's the spirit, man.
This is the book of Ecclesiasticus is in the Apocrypha, chapter 11 and verse 25. It says, in the day of prosperity, there is a forgetfulness of affliction, And in the day of affliction, there is no remembrance of prosperity.
So you forget that when you prospering, you forget that when you was afflicted. You know, you ain't even thinking about that. You looking at your same people that you was just struggling with. Oh, nigga, you a bum, you a broke nigga, you ain't got shit. Nigga, you just came from the same shit. You just had to come up. But then when you go back to being broken, fucked up, broke, busted, and disgusted, when you being afflicted, you ain't thinking about prosperity. You just thinking about trying to get up out of that shit, trying to alleviate the pain. You totally forget about it. And that's what's truly going to happen when all hell breaks loose. A lot of you people that do have, it's going to be like you never had. And a lot of people that don't have, meaning the elect, it's going to be like you was never hurting because the Lord's providing for you. So there's a forgetfulness in both of these things, man. And this is why you got to be mindful. What you was reading?
1 Timothy 6.
Yeah, keep reading that.
1 Timothy 6, verse 6. But godliness with
Start at 5.
Start at 5. Verse 5. Perverse disputings of men of corrupt minds and destitute of the truth, supposing that gain is godliness.
And a lot of people suppose that gain is godliness down here, and it's not. Now the Lord can make you rich overnight. He can make you poor overnight. It doesn't matter, but that's not godliness. Getting a bunch of money, having a bunch of assets, that ain't godliness, man. But that's what Jake and the world see. And that's why Esau loves to drape your favorite idol into all of his wealth and riches. He'll drape it because he believes, because he knows that Jake thinks that that's godliness. There's a scripture that says Yahweh was rich, but he became poor for our sake, so that we may be rich. Rich in what? Rich in faith. You know what I'm saying? He could have had everything. He could have came down here on a lofty horse, but that wasn't it. That wasn't the prophecy that was foretold about him. Had he came another way, it wouldn't have been the prophecy being fulfilled. So he came lowly. He came lesser than an angel. He came in the flesh. He was born into this world, just like we were born into this world, into this wicked flesh. But he was able to overcome through his father Yahweh. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you know, having a bunch of gain, it's not godliness, man. If you go to the Christian church, if the pastor ain't driving in a Rolls Royce, that's why a lot of these women want to get with the pastor. He get more pussy thrown at him on a Sunday than the average Jake get on a Friday night in the club. You know what I'm saying? Niggas be in the club wilding out, trying to get some box and pass a pork chop. All he got to do is and next thing you know, thousands of women throwing the box at him. Why? Because they want to be the first lady. Because they want access to what he has, and he don't have access to the spirit of Yahweh. He got access to money, wealth. He be in the back getting sucked off by the deaconess and all that shit, committing adultery,
Snorting coke and shit.
Snorting coke. Yo, yeah, I seen that one nigga that did that shit. They're snorting a whole line, going crazy, right? Because that's what they do.
That's right. Access to hurtful lusts. Like
Yeah, hurtful
scripture.
lusts.
It's in the same. It's in the same.
Yeah, keep
chapter.
reading, bro.
Verse 6. But godliness with contentment is great gain.
But godliness with contentment, hey, having your daily bread. I know it's hard in this world because we all see it. I be on the YouTube looking at nice houses and shit and daydreaming like, man, I wonder what it'd be like to live in there and not in a fucking rat motel. But hey, I got what I got. You know what I'm saying? Godly contentment, that outweighs anything. Because you don't know if you're gonna be here tomorrow. In an ancient world, our forefathers, even though they had wealth, they weren't defined by their wealth. They were defined by their faith in Yahweh Shah. Their wealth never defined them. Even though Abraham was wealthier than anybody that he was around, so much so that his nephew Lot was even wealthy. Right? He didn't let that define him. He wasn't walking around like, yeah, nigga, I'm stacked with cheese and I got servants and shit. And like Apostle Tahar said in the live show today, you ain't rich, you ain't really wealthy, you ain't really rich because you don't got servants. That nigga Anton Dam, he don't got no servants. You gotta pay a maid. A servant, you ain't gotta pay a servant, they just serve you. Hoping that you do right by them. And in the end, they might be able to, get a little bit more than they had before. But a servant is a person that's their life is dedicated to making sure that you got what you need when you need it, when you want it, on time. Unlike in this world, you gotta pay somebody. You don't got nobody bow down to you. Only time people bow down to you is if they're trying to get something out of you. So you're not wealthy here. You ain't got no true wealth. The Rothschilds, I'll be seeing like not old school, but I seen like documentaries and videos with the Rothschilds in it. Man, people scared of these people, bro. They be shook. There's a I don't know if it's still on what's it like here? I don't know if it's still on YouTube, but there's a documentary called Aristocrats, and it's about Jacob Rothschild, man. And everybody just watch how the people act when they get around this nigga, man. Old nigga, well, he's dead now. Supposedly he's dead now, but he was old in that shit. Motherfuckers was like, it was scared to talk to this nigga, bro.
Yeah.
Even the woman that was so-called interviewing this nigga was scared, bro. Why? Because he is the man.
That's right.
He the head, one of the heads of that family. Right? He got mad demons around him. They had a video back in the day, this nigga Jacob Rothschild just walking by himself in London.
Oh yeah.
And he got ambushed journalized by some journalists and shit. He had sunglasses on in the evening. You know what I mean? That's how wicked. You know this nigga's wicked. Sunglasses on, just walking by himself. No bodyguards, no gun. He just by himself. And then the nigga ran up to him. He's like, well, wait a minute. He started asking these questions about the Federal Reserve and shit. He just laughed like, you don't know what you're talking about. He was like, wait a minute. Who are you with? And why you think he asked who he's with? Because if he fucked around and been with somebody that's on the payroll, hey, everybody fired and about to get put to death, nigga. You know what I'm saying? But he realized that this nigga's a nobody. He just walked off on him. You see? This Jacob Rothschild, this nigga family worth supposedly upwards of 500 trillion dollars. You know what I'm saying? You can't even put a price tag on that money. That's wealthy, bro.
That's right.
And he believes that his wealth and his belief in Satan is going to deliver him, and it's not. Keep reading, bro.
The NLT to that says, yet true godliness with contentment is itself great wealth.
Yeah, that's right. True godliness with contentment is in itself great wealth. This is what we're telling you. Fuck your money, fuck your cars, fuck you, nigga. You paying a car note, you paying insurance, you paying light bills, you paying rent, mortgages.
Yep.
Nigga, you ain't got that shit outright. Rothschilds don't pay none of that shit.
Land taxes and shit.
All that
Even
shit,
if
bro.
you pay it off,
Fuck around and not pay the property tax on that motherfucking property, nigga. That shit is getting taken, and then some nigga that's good with property tax liens gonna buy your shit up for pennies on a dollar. Some shit you done put millions and hundreds of thousands of dollars in. This nigga just paid $5,000 now. He owns your property, nigga. You know what I'm saying? And he gonna about to flip it and sell it. You see? That's what Vanilla Ice do. I don't know if y'all know who Vanilla Ice is. He was a rapper. Vanilla Ice, Ice Baby.
Yeah.
Man, this nigga be shitting on him with the real estate, bro. He got all kinds of bread. Why? Because he knew how to flip. He's like, look, I'm not buying this shit over. I'm going to the tax lien, put a couple thousand down. Man, this is mine now. Flip it. Sometimes he fix it up. Sometimes he don't. And sell that shit. And now this nigga's rolling in the dope. But the point of the matter is, you gotta do all of this stuff. The super elite don't have to do that. It's already prepared for them.
Jake's wealth is delusional.
That's
At
right.
best.
That's right. That's right. Keep reading, bro.
Verse 7, 1 Timothy 6. For we brought nothing into this world, and it is certain we can carry nothing out.
Absolutely, man. So that's what you gotta understand. We ain't bringing shit into. You came in this world butt naked and bleeding, man. And you might go out the same way. So and even when a lot of these Edomites get that shit from the Egyptians. They were megalomaniacs, bro. These niggas really thought that their wealth, they could take their wealth into the afterlife, or that their wealth that they took with them was going to afford them a better first class ticket in the afterlife. That shit was stupid, niggas. Stupid. Because what they do, they had some called tomb robbers, man, tomb raiders, man.
Still got them today.
Yeah, them niggas just run up in it and yo, let it.
Elvis.
Yeah. Or like you see like niggas that get buried with money and jewelry. You think they close the casket and y'all niggas walk away and they lower that motherfucker halfway. And as soon as you leave, nigga, they open that bitch right the fuck up. Take
fucking guy and saw him.
Take all that shit up off him, man. We got red now. We good.
Yeah.
Burying niggas with guns and weed. All that shit is taken now. Because I guarantee you exhume the body, open that shit up, ain't none of that shit in there.
Yeah.
Ain't none of that shit in there. You know, they get the casket key, open that motherfucker up, and bam, we rich, nigga.
Get the shovel open.
You know what I'm saying? Read it again.
Verse 7, 1 Timothy 6. For we brought nothing into this world, and it is certain we can carry nothing out.
So you can't take nothing out. So here it is. You did all of this working. You did all of. I got an umbrella in think it's in the trunk, brother. You did all of this working. You did all this working for all this wealth, and it ain't. What you gonna do with it? Somebody else gonna. Even Solomon said that someone lesser than me is gonna come behind me, and we gonna fuck it up.
And I mean, we have many examples. Red Fox, Michael Jackson, of Jakes, who was supposedly super rich when they was living and breathing, and then by the time he made it to his grave, he was dead broke.
Yeah, that nigga Red Fox was in a casket. They took his ring off his body, his ring off his dead body. It didn't do Red no good because he was already in the spirit world. But it's like, damn, bro, it's that bad.
Yeah.
The motherfuckers like, nigga, you owe, nigga.
Yo.
Even in your death, nigga.
So I don't care.
And like that nigga Michael Jackson did all of that finagling to buy half of Sony's intellectual property and shit. And then his family sold that shit right back to these niggas. Because the nigga was in debt. And his family had been still living off him. His family been living off his ass since he was alive, man.
Wow.
Even after he died, his family was still living off of him, man. They got to rent the fucking. It used to be a time where you couldn't even get on the Michael Jackson compound. Now they renting the property out just so they can get money. They rent it out so people can watch movies on the lawn. You know, some old ass movies too. Rush Hour 2. You know what I'm saying? Niggas watching Rush Hour 2 on Michael Jackson's lawn. You know what I'm saying? When he was alive, you couldn't even get 10 feet on that property, bro. Why? Because them niggas is broke. Niggas ain't no good. Nigga Jermaine Jackson, I was watching something. I was watching something about Michael Jackson when I don't know, brothers familiar. You familiar with that Thriller, right? So Thriller came out and it was like the best selling album of all time, right? Even back then. Okay. So the nigga never got to do a world tour. You know how much money this nigga would have made? He would have made billions had he done a world tour. But instead, his dumb ass listened to his fucking mama and his brothers, his mom and his dad, talked him into going on tour, a victory tour with his brothers. And nobody came to see Tito. Nobody came to see Jermaine. Everybody came to see Michael. Michael didn't even get a check off that shit because these niggas finagled the ticket sales, fucked up the money. Damn. So the nigga had to give up all this money because he's basically doing a free tour. So the nigga quit. At the end of the American leg, they tried to take this nigga, they tried to flip it and take it on a European tour. And Mike wouldn't have it. He's like, man, fuck you niggas. I ain't doing this shit. Because by the time it was time for him to do a tour, nobody was trying to hear the Thriller songs, man. It was like, ugh. You know, that's why he came out with the Bad album a couple years later. And then he was able to go on world tours and sell out every fucking thing, bro, by himself. Because his family was fucking eating off him, bro. Ain't nobody trying to come. It was so bad the niggas had a victory album. Nigga wasn't even on it. They said a bunch of throwaway it was a bunch of throwaway Thriller songs on there. And even in the video they had to use the nigga Michael Jackson told them niggas to use a wax dial. And they did. They put a wax dial of a nigga that looked like Michael Jackson dressed up doing nothing, standing there, because the nigga didn't want to be involved in that shit. He was tired of them niggas eating off his ass, man. From his sisters, everybody was eating off his fame. LaToya, Janet. Janet was the only one that was, you know,
kind of.
She was kind of all right. Reby, what's LaToya? Bunch of no talent niggas, man. Yeah. Jermaine, Tito, Randy, they fucking up all the money. Man. He got tired of it. He started cutting niggas off.
Taking out the pop and ain't putting on that.
Absolutely. That's what niggas do. That's exactly what niggas do. Yeah. See, y'all forget that the Jackson family ain't nothing but a bunch of greasy head niggas from Gary, Indiana. And if them niggas ain't making, them niggas would have been on drugs, in prison, working at the fucking plant. You know what I'm saying? Fucked up. That nigga Joe was, his own father was robbing him, bro. Damn. So again, Michael Jackson did all that wickedness, did all that dancing and sweating,
those surgeries,
lighting his skin up, turned to a white woman for nothing. Surely you brought nothing in there. Go ahead, bring it out again.
1 Timothy 6 verse 7. For we brought nothing into this world, and it is certain we can carry nothing out. We brought nothing into this world, and it is certain we can carry nothing out. Because in the spirit world, Michael Jackson ain't getting preferential treatment over the average Israelite that died and go to the spirit world because he was spinning around in a fucking circle. No, nigga. Nigga, what? You had your consolation. Get that real quick in Luke. I believe it's 6 and 20 something, 26, or it might be 16 and 20 something.
Yeah, like King Solomon said, you know, for all this vanity and vexation of spirit, like
Yep.
especially if you live in your life without the knowledge and wisdom of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, man. This in the book of Luke, verse 6,
Chapter 6.
so like chapter 6 and verse 24,
Yeah.
it says, but woe unto you that are rich, for ye have received your consolation. Woe unto you that are full, for ye shall hunger. Woe unto you that laugh now, for ye shall mourn and weep.
Yeah, and the point is that you got your consolation.
That's right.
Michael Jackson got a consolation. That nigga and Mike, those are Gadites. A lot of people think those are black. No, those are Gadites, bro. But the nigga Michael Jordan, all these niggas that we talk about that everybody know, and even the ones you don't know, the niggas receive their consolation on the inside. Their consolation meaning their comfort.
That's right.
Go on to you. Because where is our comfort? The word. The word is our comfort. And we looking for something way beyond what we see in this world. Yeah. In the world to come, every Israelite gonna be wealthy, bro. From the elect to the 2/3 that die on this side and be born back. As children, you know they're gonna be good because they're our children. And we want nothing but the best for our children. That's right. You know what I'm saying? Ain't not one Israelite child gonna work.
That's right.
Ever. Not one Israelite man, woman, or child will ever have to work again. You know, our people in this world believe that working is the way to do. Now you gotta work to eat because we're under the curses. But in the kingdom, we ain't gonna be under the curses. So we looking forward to a world like that. A world and dwell of righteousness, man. That's right. A continuing city where it's never gonna stop. It's gonna be so dope that Jake and brother, we ain't gonna have to spend money. That's how everything's gonna be free for us.
Yeah.
Everything's gonna be free. You ain't gonna pay for it. What you gonna pay for it? We gonna have everything. The Lord's providing everything and then some. And we still going, every Israelite still gonna be
super rich,
super duper rich, man. Wealthy, fuck rich, wealthy, man. Right. Wealthy, bro. The money train don't stop.
That's right. Like in the book of Isaiah, it says that gates may be open continually.
And it said that in Revelations too. Damn. Go back to what you was reading that.
1 Timothy 6 and verse 7. Yeah, we have many examples of so-called rich black people now. This ain't our place of rest. So you still, even though you might have the money and the substance, you still get treated like you ain't got shit. Look at Oprah.
Yep.
When she went to the incident that happened in
the Hermes store. In the Hermes store. The bitch walked up in there looking like a black bitch.
Yep.
A rough, tumbling looking black bitch. And the white bitch like, hey, this ain't for you. This ain't for you. You can't afford nothing in here. And Oprah like, do you know who I am?
She didn't know who
she didn't know who the fuck you was. And it happened to her more than once.
Yeah.
Every other year, Oprah Winfrey's getting a nigga wake-up call. Because you're nothing to these white people, bro. No, even to a white person that's working in Hermes, look at you like, ugh. They got to be told who you are.
That's right.
You got to go in there with all the nines, dressed to the nines, and even still they think that it's a false. You pull out that credit card to pay for some shit. Oh,
it's stolen.
Yeah, taking them a minute to run your shit. You're like, what the fuck's going on? Because they running that background check, make sure that this shit ain't stolen.
That's right.
And she ain't the only one. That happens. Imagine the stories we haven't heard of.
It happen to niggas every day.
Every day.
That's right.
Every day. It happen to niggas and spiggers every day, man. You be seeing Cardi B walk up in the store like a ghetto Bronx bitch with a fucking bonnet on her head and pajamas on, going to go buy some bullshit. They look at you like whatever, man. Like, who the fuck is this?
Hey.
I got money. It ain't the money, bro.
It ain't the money.
They ain't come back for the money. They came back for the base. You gotta be rich, man. In this world.
And I did a video a while ago. It don't matter how much money you have, the curse is, you still an Israelite.
That's right.
The curse is still gonna hover over you, so you still gonna be treated like you're nothing.
Yeah.
And that's your punishment.
When they say you gonna be the tail, you shall be the tail. They shall be the head. You shall be the tail.
Yeah.
So it don't matter. You can't buy your way into the upper crust, man. You just can't.
Can't do it.
Even amongst Jake, you got Jake that's like super uber wealthy, right? Not as wealthy as Esau, but they wealthy. Even I did many videos on it. Old girl said, she said, so the lady said, so you have to be black and wealthy. She said, you don't have to be wealthy. You just got to be, and she caught herself, you got to be part of the group. That's what she said. She said, because it ain't about the money.
That's right.
They can give you money and you're good. Oh, nigga, what are you doing for Esau that's going to forward his agenda. Because everything you do in this society, you're helped forward in Esau's agenda, even the least of the Edomites, Hell
yeah.
That's what these nations going to be doing for us.
To you know, my woman be working with like a big company that manages like all these other smaller companies of like makeup and electronics and shit. And she was pretty much telling me how like it's like two like super elite families that own that shit. And she was like that pretty much that they write off all the trips for the headquarter people and shit. And I'm like, yeah, like those motherfuckers could write off hundreds of thousands of dollars a year. Or here, have trips, go here,
Millions.
spend here, do this. And nobody's gonna check them. It's not gonna be an audit done to these motherfuckers because they control everything.
It's what they call a business expense, man. Yep. Unlike niggas, these niggas going in debt. They try to emulate these people.
Yeah.
Because guess what? That shit ain't a business expense for you, man.
That's right.
That shit is a credit card maxed out. That's a couple of PPP loans that you done fraudulently obtained. Right. You know?
Yeah, freaking Jake could walk around, male or female, with his worth around his neck.
Around his fucking neck.
Around his neck, jingling.
Yeah.
The bells on.
Yeah.
They still gonna say,
hollow.
Check this nigga back.
Yeah, check this nigga background. Who the fuck is this nigga? Yo, Kim Kardashian, she get all that fucking work done on her body. That's a business expense. That's you right. Bitches, you emulate Kim Kardashian. You done robbed a couple niggas. You done lied. You done went in a jet. Now you're in pain. God, she get access to the highest level, and she's not even wealthy. She's nobody. But we just use her as an example. This bitch gets the best pain medications that she don't get hooked on the drugs, or she might be hooked on them shit. You never know. God. You bitches be. I seen a bitch get a fucking on the video. She was getting a beat. She had got a BBL. Bitch was crying, hurting. She was like, excuse me,
booty hurting.
Everything, everything. She got the whole nine done. She couldn't walk and shit. They opened up the car door. Her man, or whoever was the driver, he didn't know what the fuck was going on. He like, he could sit in the front seat. Like she can't sit down. Oh, she got to lay down. Anybody know enough room for the bitch to lay down? She had to lay down on her stomach. That shit is painful because she didn't have the access to what the car. That's why you never notice these wealthy people, these so-called rich people. They get this plastic surgery, and it's like overnight they just look like a different person. Mm-hmm. Then you ain't see the bruising, you ain't see none of that shit. They got the Crayola people fucking up your face, making it look all like you never had no surgery until it's over. Keep reading, man.
1 Timothy 6:7. For we brought nothing into this world, and it is certain we can carry nothing out.
So we brought nothing into this world, so it's certain we can carry nothing out. So we shouldn't be putting our trust in empty wealth and empty riches, man. Go ahead.
Mm-hmm. Verse 8, and having food and raiment, let us be therewith content.
That's clothing. Food and clothing. And the Lord provides shelter and all these things for us. Let us be content with those things. Content. We got enough, bro. We really, I said a couple weeks ago, when brothers take an evaluation of your own inventory of your life, bro, you really don't need nothing. You got a crib. A lot of brothers got cars. Some of them work good. Some of them halfway working, but you got one. You know, you got jobs.
I did that the other night when the computer went down. Because, you're a little upset, disappointed or whatever. But I paused and sat back and say, you know what, I'm blessed because I got a roof over my head. I have a job I go to every night. It's close by. I don't have to go far. You know what I'm saying? I got a refrigerator. My light went out, but it's working.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? So
there's always a silver lining.
There's always a silver lining.
And then you got another computer. You got two computers.
Two. I was telling the brothers on the way to work.
You got two computers.
And they both work. They both work great.
Yeah, but Jake got two computers. Hey, if the main one go down, hey, I'll just get on this joint to this joint. I got my cell phone.
Yep, that's right.
You got a cell phone, bro. You really don't even need your computer.
Don't need.
Go sit in the car or sit in your room, and you can be right on a video with brothers, right on the cell phone.
Yeah.
I got a quick one. In Proverbs 30 and verse 8, it says, "Remove far from me vanity and lies. Give me neither poverty nor riches. Feed me with food convenient for me." And like we're going into, the Lord provides for us the things we need, man. Like you're going into, brother, you make an evaluation of the things you have and you don't have. And in reality, we don't really need much, man, because at the end of the day, we're just here temporarily, man. We on a journey to fulfill our lot as hopeful elect of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, the hopeful prophets, man. And we weren't put down here to be, super prosperous and to have all these things that the people in the world have, man. We were put down here to give the message unto our people and show them the things that are good in the eyes of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. And we don't need much for that, man. We don't need to show people money. We don't need to show none of those things, man. You see, and like the scriptures say, give me neither poverty nor riches, man. Because if the Lord have us all fucked up and jacked up without anything.
Well, keep reading.
Oh yeah, kind of. Verse 9, it says, lest I be full and deny thee, and say, who is Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai, or lest I be poor and steal and take the name of my power in vain.
Yeah, because if you got a bunch of money, you ain't worried about if the Lord's going to deliver you. Like, man, I got enough money. You catch a case, man. You ain't worried about. You ain't stressing or nothing. You go, but you shouldn't be stressing anyway if you catch a case for righteousness' sake, because the Lord's going to deliver you. But let's say you caught a case, but you got all this fucking money in the bank. You ain't like, oh fuck it, I'm good, nigga. I got checks, nigga. I'm about to make bond. As soon as I walk up in here, I'm walking right out. Or I got a lawyer, a high-powered lawyer. So I know my lawyer going to defend me and get me the best, judgments possible.
Even though I'm guilty of it, fuck it, I'm gonna still get away with it. Yeah, because I got money.
Yeah, but then you take the Lord's name in vain, like, oh, I ain't trying to hear who is the Lord. And people do that. That's why the scriptures speak about a wealthy man is not going to enter into the kingdom. Not saying that if you're rich you can't, but it's saying that it's hard for a wealthy man to leave all that wealth and to be poor again, or be poor for the sake of righteousness, man. Versus if you already ain't got shit, or if you just got what you need, and it's easier for you to say, you know what, man, fuck this shit. But an elect man and an elect brother, he will leave the riches behind. It's brothers that have done it.
That's what happened in that account with the young man, that told the Lord Yahushai, what other things has he have to do in order to, or what things does he have to do in order to enter the kingdom? And the Lord told him, keep the commandments. And he said, I have done this since my youth. And then the Lord told him what? To give up all his riches. And the young man, put his head down and walked away. And why was that? Because he loved the access, the riches, the respect that he was getting from the people in the world, man.
He had wealth he didn't want to get rid of. He didn't want to let that go. So what did he do? He ended up walking away sad with his head down. And Yahushua said, see, it's easier for a camel to go through the eye of a needle than for a rich man to enter into the kingdom of heaven.
That's right.
Why? Because he didn't want to get that up. Because when you come to this truth, you got to give whatever your previous life was up. You got to give it up, man. Give it up.
Yeah, and
brother. Brothers got talents and gifts that could have made them millions upon millions, bro. But they said, fuck that shit. I'm following Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. So now you're gonna go through a life of, just enough. And it said, give me neither poverty nor riches, because if you poor, you're gonna forsake, you're gonna blaspheme the Lord. I mean, I'm supposed to be a man of the Lord. I'm over eating out the garbage can. What's wrong with this, man? This don't make no sense, man. So then you're gonna be like, you ain't gonna have no faith, little of faith.
That's right.
So you just get, like Apostle Jahar is good for saying this to us, man. We're right in the middle, bro. We ain't poor, we ain't rich, we got just enough, man. And in reality, that's all you need, bro. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got too much where you can't leave it in a day's notice, and you ain't got too little where you got to go out and be a sinner to get your daily bread. Niggas in the world is doing that, selling dope,
anything,
robbing and stealing, committing fraud, just to make it. You got Jake out here doing all kinds of shit.
There's a show on Netflix I was watching. I can't remember the title of it, but it has all these real estate brokers, and they're all making deals like $2 million and up.
Women? A bunch of women and shit?
Women and men.
Oh.
Matter of fact, they have a condo in New York for sale now on the market for like over $200 million.
God damn.
But all of these guys, the brokers, the men and the women. And I was watching it, and I was saying, man, when the Lord take all that stuff away from them, because these people who are making millions, they don't get up in the morning like we do and pray to the Lord and thank to the Lord for the day. They just get up
and assume that they're going to make $1 million deal like that,
or check their bank account.
Yeah,
that's their God.
Yeah.
So I was like, man, you watching it, and yeah, they got everything, cars, houses, but I don't want to be them, because I have peace of mind with the limited things the Lord has allowed me to have, and that's what it's all about.
I was gonna say real quick, that verse where it says, it is easier for a camel to go into the eye of a needle. It's it's a door. There was like these doorways that kind of like arch into a pointy you know, a pointy structure. So like the camels have to like stoop down to go in them.
Yeah,
So the camel's like super stubborn,
Yep.
and it's like kind of like prideful, like nah, fuck that shit. I'm not gonna go through there. And that's the spirit that Jake in the world that has money. You know, they have that powerful spirit, like fuck, why am I gonna give up this life of success and riches and you know and access to all the things that make me happy to serve a God, the
That you
God
don't even
that
believe in.
yeah
You
that I
can't
can't see. So that's why it tells us that it's harder for the rich man to enter into the kingdom, man,
Well,
because
you
they're
gotta
not
have-
gonna
I'm sorry, brother.
they're not gonna leave that pride behind. And that pride, like the scriptures say, pride is when one departed from his maker, man.
Well, you know that you gotta in order to serve the Lord, you gotta have a key ingredient, which is faith, and that's a
right.
gift. And not every man or woman has a gift of faith.
That's
It has to be given to you by Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. It takes faith to come out here and do this work and believe that this message is getting to the hopeful elect, to the elect. It takes faith that Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, power that we couldn't see with these bodily eyes, is taking account. And it is, because there's angels around us right now watching what we're doing and standing in amazement.
Believe that.
You know?
Just like the angel we saw from the brothers in LA.
Yeah.
They're behind us and around us. We just don't see them. But we don't need to see them.
And
We
we
have
locked
that
in.
faith.
Yeah, we locked in. And so the angels are there.
Yeah.
It made sure that we got here safe. You know what I'm saying? Anything could have happened to us on the way, on a route to come out here and do this work.
That's right. Yeah.
We could have been stabbed, shot, killed, blown the fuck up. Anything could have happened, bro. Woke up dead. Woke up in the spirit world. You know what I'm saying? Who was reading?
You were still reading 1 Timothy 6
1
and
Timothy 6, and it was verse 8, I think I was on. 1 Timothy 6, verse 8, and having food and raiment, let us be therewith content. NLT says, so if we have enough food and clothing, let us be content.
Well, there's a scripture real quick that speaks about the things that are necessary for a man's life is in the book of Sirach.
Yeah, I like that one.
Bring that out real quick. Because Esau had you thinking that you got to have a big-ass palatial mansion. And that's what the wicked scribes and Pharisees, especially the nigga like Caiaphas and them niggas, Caiaphas was living in a big-ass fucking mansion in Jerusalem, man. He didn't want to leave that to another. He didn't want to vacate his office, not that he had to, for the Messiah. So what they do, they plotted to get him up out the way because they didn't want their lofty positions and their high positions to be taken away from by the Romans, right? Because they thought that it was the Romans that gave them their power and positions, but in reality, it was Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai that did that to fulfill prophecy. You know?
That's right.
Who got it?
Ecclesiasticus in the Apocrypha 39 and verse 26, it says the principal things for the whole use of man's
You gotta
life.
turn the brightness up on your phone?
Yeah, it's up.
Oh, okay.
It's the glare.
Go ahead, brother. Read it again.
Ecclesiasticus 39 and verse 26.
Make sure you cover that camera too, brother, because
It says the principal things for the whole use of man's life are water, fire, iron, and salt, flour, wheat, honey, milk, and the blood of grapes, and oil and clothing.
and blood of grapes is wine, and oil and clothing. See, these are things that an average man needs. These are the principal things that you need. Can you find that in the GNT, what he just read? It's a rock, what?
39 and verse 26.
No, brother. It's a rock. 39 and what?
26.
26 in the GNT.
In the GNT, Sirach. Oh, I have it in the, yeah, I have GNT on here.
And in verse 27, it says, all these things are good to the godly, so to the sinners.
No, I want to, oh, wait.
Oh, okay.
Not just yet. I just want to get in the GNT real quick.
39.
39 and what?
26.
Sirach 39:26. GNT says the basic needs of life are these: water, fire, iron, and salt, flour, honey, and milk, wine, clothing, and oil.
Yeah, so these are basic necessities that you need in life. But what happens in this world? We got to pay for all those things.
That's
We
right.
got to pay for water. Shit, we had to go pay for water so we can have it to drink out here.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We
Water,
should
bro.
the water you have washing your own shot. We shouldn't have to pay for these things. These are your clothes. Read it again, brother.
The KJV?
No, what you was reading.
Ecclesiasticus 39 and verse 26. It says the principal things for the whole use of man's life are water, fire.
Water, fire, we got to pay for that. We get fire via, whether it be through gas or electric. You got to pay for that. Right? And that's a curse.
That's right.
Scripture said that we was going to have to, because when Adam and Eve fell, that we were, from now on, we got to earn our keep by the sweat of our brow.
And we shall go to our enemy for the want of all things.
That's part of the curse. You got that nigga Anton Dance on, so you got to go to the white man for this. The same white man you hate, you got to go through him, don't you? Don't you? Yeah, nigga, because we under the curses. You don't, but he don't understand that. And this is the reason why he was talking like that. He don't understand that we got to go to our enemy for the one of all things, man. Typically in the ancient world, your clothing was made at your home. Your woman made your clothing. You know what I'm saying? She was the best seamstress known to man for you. She made your clothes. She made your meals.
Tailor-made.
Tailor-made. Your food was farmed on your land, right? Even though you had to sweat to get it, guess what? It was you had a farm. Ain't nobody got no farms out here like that. Only people got the farms are the elite, the wealthy.
That's right.
You know, and Jake's got farms, but them shits ain't yielding like that. And Jake, I'm talking about Jake that's in the farming. You know?
That's
But
right.
the point of the matter is that we don't have our own farms, so you don't know where your meat coming from. In the ancient world, you knew, hey, if you was going to eat lamb that night, it got killed and slaughtered that day. And you knew how it grew up and how it was kept because you kept it. Or your servants kept it. You know?
That's
Your,
right.
your oil was pressed from different plants and stuff that you had on your property. You know, now you don't know. We go to get avocado oil, and there's not even avocado in that shit.
Yeah, hell
There's
yeah.
some bullshit, some trans fat in there that's made to taste and look like avocado oil.
Yeah, that whole extra virgin oil,
Yeah.
that supposedly comes from Italy. It's a whole, mafia. Or the Italian mafia is running all that shit, and supposedly it's a bunch of, made up shit, bro. And they sell it to you as pure, extra virgin olive oil and shit.
And it
Thinking
ain't.
you doing healthy stuff for yourself, and they fucking you up, man.
There ain't nothing pure about that shit.
A lot of that shit going on.
Yeah, hell yeah, bro. Nothing is.
What they call those? Because they do it in jeans too a lot. It's called
GMOs?
no, in jeans clothing where they sell it and they're fake but they're not real.
Counterfeit.
Counterfeit. There's another name for it though. Because they used to do it back in the day with them Jordache jeans and Calvin Klein.
Bootleg.
Bootleg is good, but there's another word they call when you buy some jeans and you think they're original jeans but they're not.
Knockoffs.
Knockoffs.
Okay, got
Because
it.
there was a movie called Knockoffs,
Yeah,
and it was all about imitation stuff that you think is real,
that's right.
but it's not.
And you got fucking Moab and all these other heathens creating, counterfeit
goods. Well, it just-
salad, lettuce, all that shit, bro.
Well,
Like,
it just came out that Dior, that high-end
clothing brand.
clothing brand, that they actually only pay like $57 or some shit for one of them bags that they sell for $2,300.
Wow.
See that? You thinking that you paying for some luxury goods and high-end items, and it's really some cheap shit.
Hell,
And they just double charge you, upper charge you, 1,000% charge you for some shit just so you can have a label on it. And then a lot of times, labels like Louis Vuitton and whatnot, they got 3 different levels to their labels. So they got their highest level, the 3rd level, it don't even have a fucking logo on that shit. And it's marketed to the ultra chic. Then you got the mid level where it got like the name on it and shit, but it's not on a rack like that.
It's fake.
Then you got the the cheap joint, the below level and shit. And that's the shit that you see people robbing, stealing, and killing, and bitches sucking dick on OnlyFans trying to get. You go to these stores, these luxury stores and shit. That should be, that's all cat, man. So it's all bullshit. And it's just the land of fraud.
That's right.
Oh, we don't need no more. Well, if you can, if you want to get something, you can, brother. I said we ain't had an instant. We just edifying, brother.
No, I was getting it.
Oh, okay.
Slack you.
Go ahead and read it again.
Ecclesiasticus 39:26. It says the principal things for the whole use of man's life are water, fire, iron, and salt.
Well, hey, look, you can't even get iron. Go ahead and try to dig some iron about the. First of all, it's all privatized.
Yeah.
Salt, that's privatized, man. Everything that we have, like the brothers mentioned, through the script, quoted the scripture, we got to go to our enemies for the want of all things, man. You see? So even if you got it, it don't mean just because, you know, we talk about the white man, how he going in slavery, how he's a devil, doesn't mean that we don't got to go to this man because we don't own nothing. We're in captivity. We're slaves.
Yeah.
So we got to go to all our enemies. You go to the Chinese store. He got the permit from Esau to set that shit up and to get them. You know, them nations, they're our enemies. They're not our friends. These nations ain't got our best interests. I don't care what they do. Okay? So we got to go to these people for the one of all things. Food, shelter, clothing. Shit, my landlord is an Edomite. You know what I'm saying? He try to act like he doing, it took this dude forever and a day to get me a refrigerator. But the Wadi Shah finally got one. You know what I'm saying? Because the one that I had, I've been in the location for almost 10 years. That shit is honking out. It's ready to go. He's like, oh yeah, you know, I like to take care of my people. No, you don't, nigga. And it cost him only $458. I paid triple that in rent.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And then, mind you, he getting me. It ain't like he ain't got the money. It's just that by the time you gotta complain enough about it and shit, I still got a big ass rat hole underneath my sink that ain't been fixed yet. You know? And the building's still overrun. The building's still overrun by fucking rodents, man, and roaches. So if it ain't the roaches, it's the rats. If it ain't the rats, it's the roaches.
Right.
Or something else, man.
Always
You know? And then they do as little as possible. You know what I'm saying? To keep you in the location, to keep the money coming in. They don't want you to move out. Because that's part, well, they don't care either. Somebody else will be rack up in there and they'll upcharge them.
Yeah, for real.
You know what I'm saying? Instead of charging them $1,400, they charge them $15, and that's somebody gonna pay it.
Yeah.
You know, like the one spot you took me to, that shit was a fucking goddamn fucking. I mean, it was bad, bro. It was bad, bro. I was like, well, wait a minute, but if the dude allow me and the brother to fix it up, shit, we could you know, come up.
Yeah.
Before I even had an opportunity for this dude to take the proposal, somebody had already rented it out for double the rent probably. And motherfuckers
Some Edomites, yeah.
Minimum ass work. That place had roaches in it. And I know it had rats because it had all the rat traps around it and shit. Yeah. And that whole area is on a hill and shit. But that's what they do. Like the brother was telling me about the guy, he don't do no work to none of his properties, bro.
Slumlords.
Yeah, niggas a slumlord. Making all kinds of money, making bank.
Yeah.
That's why in the kingdom of heaven, man, you nations gonna pay, bro. Y'all gonna have pits. See, y'all get, even what we have is gonna look like a fucking mansion compared to what they gonna get. You gonna get a hole in the ground, nigga, a hole in the ground. And you better keep it good. And you better not eat no rats. You better not eat each other. Because you do that, you're gonna get fucking judged. That's immediately. Right. As soon as the Sabbath is over, nigga, oh, we find out, brothers, oh, what? They did what? Yeah, brother, they out there eating rats, brother. What? All right. Because we only eat when we tell you to eat. We're gonna give you righteous food. It's gonna be the essential vitamins and minerals, but it's gonna be righteous, man.
That's right.
You
Enough to survive.
Yeah, you gonna survive, but you down there cooking rats and shit, trying to heat it up, stealing food. You know what I'm saying? Out of the go ahead and try to steal something from one of the brothers' plantation. You know how they be out there cutting the sugar cane and cutting the wheat. Yeah. Oh, they did what? Oh, okay, not a problem. Now you ain't gonna eat for 30 days, nigga. You gotta feed them though, but you gonna get the bare minimum, man.
That's right. It says iron and salt, flour and wheat, honey, milk.
Honey and milk. And those things are a necessity. And we ain't talking about cow milk. Goat milk is good. You know, sheep milk is good. You know what I'm saying? Which I had some goat milk once. It was great. Yeah, I bought it from one of them Whole Foods stores.
Yeah.
Shit, that probably was the best milk I ever had in my life, bro. Go ahead, brother.
It says and the blood of grapes and oil.
And that's wine. and oils. And those are, the oil comes from the vineyards, like the olive oil, come from the olive plant, the olive tree, whatever. You know what I'm saying? The wine, they come from grapes. And then that's why you see a lot of the super elite, they own vineyards, man.
Yeah.
They own all kinds of fucking vineyards and orchards and shit. They can just, whatever they want is come off the plant. Straight from, let's call it the plant, the plate, something like that. I forget what it's called. There's a word for it. There's like a saying for it. The plant to fork. Fork, I forget, farm to fork.
Farm to plate or something, yeah.
Farm to fork, I think it's called. You know? We don't know that. We don't know where our food is coming from. So because by the time it get to us, it got all kinds of fucking nitrates and chemicals in it and shit. It ain't even what it is. That's why they give you grape juice and they tell you there's 2%
or some shit.
0% juice. But it's grape juice. Wait a minute. I thought it was grape juice. Got that juicy juice.
Bro.
You know what I'm saying? And that shit ain't got no fucking real natural flavors in it. And then when they do say natural flavor, it can be anything. It can be beer, anus, what they call it. They got some shit like, I used to like the the raspberry iced tea and shit. Oh, okay. But the raspberry ain't got no real raspberry. It comes from a fucking a beaver's butt. Some shit, yeah. Well, you look it up. I ain't making it up. It's some shit that comes from a beaver's butt. Dang. And it tastes like raspberries. You know what I'm saying? And they put that shit in there, and then they market it as raspberry. You know?
Damn, that is crazy.
You in hell.
It says and oil and clothing. Verse 27.
Yeah, because like one of our laws is that we supposed to wear one particular fabric. So if you got cotton clothes, supposedly cotton, 100% cotton, well, you don't even know what kind of cotton it is. You were saying it earlier about how Moab be making all kinds of fake shit. Yeah. They make plastic rice. I saw them do some shit, some magic shit, and made letters. And
yeah, some witchcraft.
It was some plastic shit, some bullshit.
Oh, that's crazy.
You know?
Bro. They even making the meat, a lab-made meat, all that shit. Yep. Man.
Everything is all jacked up. But the scripture said that we will eat poison and live, man, or we will eat our bread defiled amongst the heathen. You see, because that's right, brother. Because all of those things that the brother was reading out in Ecclesiasticus, those are industries, man. You can have one industry. You got a family that just makes salt.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? They get the best salt. They get to make it the worst salt. They can make fake salt. You know. I think some of the best salt I ever had was it was salt, but it was like black salt, but it was made out of charcoal.
Oh, kind.
It came from the volcano on the Big Island. Shit was good on everything, bro. It's so good, you gotta be careful because you don't want to overdo it.
Yeah, I heard Celtic salt or something like that is supposed to be better than the Himalayan.
Yeah. So see, there you go. But that's an industry.
Yeah, kind of.
Right? It's a chic industry, a high level industry. So you can have a whole family that all they do is just salt. You got a family that all they do is iron and steel. You know what I'm saying? You got family that do oil. The Rockefellers, they were good for that. Standard Oil. It wasn't that they found a way to build it, to dig it out of the ground. No, they bought up the smaller businesses and then they got a monopoly on it. And that's what these families do. And that go for all that. So all these things, clothing, that's an industry. Water, that's an industry. Nestle done bought all kinds of shit up. Water springs up, and they call it fucking spring water or some I don't know, some water that came out of the middle of India somewhere. You know what I'm saying?
God.
Yeah, there's levels of water. I saw a documentary on that shit.
Oh yeah,
they got this water that come out of India. These motherfuckers done cornered the market on it and shit. It's high level. It's called fashion. I think it's like some type of fashion water, man. They made water in the industry, man.
Yeah.
You know, even the waters that we drink, you think that this shit is supposed to be Hawaiian mountain fresh. It's just purified water. So the water's just been purified to a point. And then you look at it, the ingredients and shit, it says less than below reporting levels, ppm is parts per million. Total fat, 0%, total cholesterol, 0, sodium, 0%, daily value, protein. And water's supposed to have elements in it.
Yeah.
Right? Just because it's been purified, this water, it's just been ran through a purifier and bottled in some fucking plastic.
And they take all the vitamins out of it. Yeah.
The minerals and nutrients that belong in water. Because water's supposed to taste sweet.
That's right.
And then not have sugar in it. They don't got their Kool-Aid.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Water has supposed to have a particular taste to it.
Yeah, when I was up in Maui, I went to the distillery for that vodka that comes in that blue circular bottle. And, you know, the lady was talking to us about the process of how they make the vodka and shit. So she was like, oh, telling us how they distill the vodka from rice or wheat and whatever. And that they get water from these natural springs, like underwater springs, from Big Island and from somewhere in Japan. But supposedly it's like super expensive that, you know, in Japan they sell these water bottles and it's like $20 for one water bottle, like the smaller ones.
Yeah.
But supposedly it's like super good water.
But boy, you see the apostles, they drink that real good water that come in a glass bottle.
Yeah, it comes in a glass.
Yeah, it's hard to find it out here.
Yeah.
We had it a couple of times. You know
but
what I'm
yeah,
saying?
it's expensive.
Even if we do that, you'll get that Pellegrino water. Jake, like you like that? I think it's called Pellegrino. You like? Yeah, that kind of water. That shit is expensive, bro.
Yeah.
Shit, just for a little plastic bottle, that shit
like
costs damn near $5, man. And this shit costs $1.79. It just wetting my whistle. That's all it's doing.
That's right. Yeah.
I mean, the Wadi How about shot because we could have nothing. You know, you see where we at? It is a scripture that said we have to buy our water and our bread and measure. Can you find that real quick, brother?
Right.
They said we had to buy our bread and measure, something like that.
I remember back in 2017 when I was on the Big Island, this came out because on the Big Island they had a mountain, up in some mountain over there, they had a spring where it had fresh water, and the people over there was going there to just get the water. But then they made a law that you couldn't go there no more and get the water. They kind of fenced it off or whatever, so the people didn't have access to it. So, but that's where we live.
It might be. Oh, Ezekiel 4:16.
I got Ezekiel 4:16. That ain't it.
Well,
and they will drink water by measure. Because I know in Revelation speaks about.
What was one in Proverbs or Psalms? It says Ezekiel 4:16.
Ezekiel 4:16 says, moreover, he said unto me, Son of man, behold, I will break the staff of bread in Jerusalem, and they shall eat bread by weight and with care, and they shall drink water by measure.
Yes, it.
And with astonishment.
Yeah, you see, and that's what we're doing, and that's a curse.
That's right.
Is it because in that when the Lord was when we was right with the Lord, all those things were provided to us in abundance, man. You know what I'm saying? We ain't have to eat with care. We just ate till we got full, and that was it. And then the next day, the Lord provided more for us. It said, "Well, we drink our water and what?"
It says, "I shall drink water by measure."
And, hey, this is measured
and with astonishment.
Look, because like you like, damn, this shit. First of all, this shit ain't helping me. You know what I'm saying? Second of all, it's 1.5 liters of water. We had to pay for this. You know what I'm saying? You see, that's an astonishment, bro.
And you know, people, I was watching this guy and he was talking about, you know, the hydration of the body, and he was talking about how true water is you're supposed to drink a certain amount, and it should, you know, hydrate you for a long time. But the water that we're drinking, the water that we're drinking now, since it doesn't have any nutritional, you know, values, no vitamins or nothing, what it does is it dehydrates you. So that's why Jake always fucking thirsty. Like, damn, I'm thirsty. Even though you're drinking water, you need more and more and more.
Even now, brother, I'm thirsty right now. My mouth dry.
That water just dehydrates you, and it's like, fuck, man, I'm drinking and nothing's happening.
Yep. And that's hell, bro. We ain't supposed to eat like that. We supposed to have enough food, enough water to satisfy us. And then even still, like, you know, that's why a lot of times people overeat, because the food that you're eating is not nutritional. I told my woman that this morning. She made me, you know, breakfast or whatever. She made me a breakfast sandwich, and as soon as I ate the breakfast sandwich, I went right to sleep. Now, like, God damn. I was like, did you put some sleep medication in that shit? She's like, no, that's what you wanted. You wanted the bagel sandwich, so that's what you got. And like, she always fixing herself some good, healthy shit. I'm like, damn, baby, this is what you wanted. I gave it to you. You wanted bacon, egg, and cheese on a bagel. Brother, I want good. I want straight to bed. Like, brother, I didn't want to get up, man. I had to make myself get up to drive home, bro. I was like, shit, it was that bad.
Hell
You
yeah.
see, that ain't
That's
food.
what it do.
You know what I
Supposed
mean?
to energize you.
Yeah,
you
food
know,
is supposed to energize you. Like it's just a man. It's crazy because like in the ancient world, the scripture says it took 2 strong men to carry a cluster of grapes. Now you could just go to the store and buy a little cluster and you hold it like this with 2 fingers, 2 or 3 fingers, right? But like imagine if they put one of us back in the ancient world. We took a time machine back to the time where King David was eating. Man, we probably died, bro, because of the food. Yeah.
Shock.
The food, your body be in shock because you never had that shit there before.
That's
Even
right.
in the 70s, I hear Pastor Hart say that from time to time. In the 70s, you know, you ain't had too many fat jakes. It wasn't too many obese jakes.
Hell no.
You know what I'm saying? Because the food was good enough where it gave you true nutrition.
Mm-hmm.
And over time, Esau, through his industries, they take the nutrition out and they give you the least amount of nutrition for the maximum profit, because it's all about profits. That's why even now I was like, I had bought a box of Tasty Cakes. I don't know, brother, familiar with that. I like Tasty Cakes from Philly and shit. And on the East Coast, you can get them shits.
Oh, yeah.
When we was kids, them shits was like big as shit, like this. Man, I ordered them shits, it was like this, bro.
They done shrunk.
Yeah, because they done took it out. And it's crazy because I was watching this show called Billions, and I think it was like the first, second season. The dude had shorted this company that made these particular cakes that he liked. But he didn't short it because he liked it and he started. No, he found out that they took a particular ingredient out because they were about to go out of business. So they took a particular ingredient out that everybody liked and that made them profitable. And they took it out and they started basically shorting their customers. So he shorted them in the stock market and bought them out.
Wow.
Because he found out that they took a key ingredient out. And that's what they do to all foods. Even the so-called box cereals that we eat. When I was a kid, Apple Jacks used to be the shit. I ain't never bought no Apple Jacks. You can't eat that shit now. It'll kill you. But when I was a kid, that kind of food, like, you know, that shit, it tastes different.
Yeah.
Because it had a different flavor. It was never nutritional. No, none of this.
But it wasn't as bad as now.
No, it ain't as bad as it's today. Now it's so bad that you can't even
I used to eat them. I don't eat them anymore.
you can't sell that shit in Europe
Yeah.
because of the chemicals.
That's crazy.
Even potato
man.
chips in South America. I had a bag of Lay's chips in South America, man. I had like 1 chip and that was it. That's all I needed.
Yeah.
Shit, now you come to America, man, you fuck up the whole bag. You like, damn.
Like, oh shit,
You know what I'm
this is
saying?
a family pack.
There's a family size.
Yo, for real.
That was a U size. You know, a family size turned into a U size bag of chips. Because one, they put air in it,
Yeah.
right? They put air in a lot of the bags to make it look full. And I forget what it's called. There's a word for it. That's fraud.
They're definitely fraud.
Because you got shrinkflation. That's what it's called. Shrinkflation or something like that.
Yeah.
So basically, you're paying the same or more for less. And that's fraud, man. That's fraud, and that's how Esau. There's a scripture woe to him that is in James, James chapter 5. Kept back by fraud, whose wages they kept back by fraud. Because that's what this devil has done. Because he don't care about your nutrition. Because like I was saying, what Apostle R was talking about the 70s, it was you rarely ran into anybody who was fat or obese in the 60s and the 50s, in the 70s. And then they start taking out the nutrients out of the food and start putting all these chemicals in it. And now everybody's hooked on food. We all hooked to food and shit. You got it, brother?
James chapter 5 and verse 4. Behold, the hire of the laborers who have reaped down your fields, which is of you, kept back by fraud.
And where are those laborers? Keep reading, brother.
Crieth, and the cries of them which have reaped are entered into the ears of the Lord of Sabaoth.
You know what the word Sabaoth means?
No, you gotta look it up.
It means army.
Army. Fine.
Well, you can look it up.
Yeah, I am. It says, behold, the hire of the
That nigga,
laborers
General
who have reaped.
Johanna said Sabaoth means the Sabbath. No, nigga, it means the armies.
It says a Greek word, Sabaoth, Lord of the armies of Israel.
Yeah, there's it. There it is. So our cries have reached the ears of Yahweh Shai, man. Because we reap these man fields, and our wages is kept back by fraud. You know that it's against the law of the Lord to pay somebody after the sun goes down. So you're supposed to get paid when the sun goes down, meaning every day. But a lot of Jake, they be like, man, if I got paid every day, I'll be broke. Boy, that's because niggas is undisciplined. You know what I'm saying? But you ain't supposed to get paid every 2 weeks or every other week. Or you're not even supposed to get paid weekly. You're supposed to get paid daily.
Shit, in South America, they be paying them every month, bro. That's some fucking insane shit.
Like over there in Brazil, they get paid every month. And in Colombia. That's wicked as shit. I'm like, how y'all make it through the day? We shot for the month. In America, shit, you get paid every 2 weeks, and Jake be trying to, you know, budget their money so they can shop for the month. You might go to shopping once a month, maybe like once every 2 weeks or some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? But over there in South America, they usually shop daily. I tried to do that shit when I went down there, and I bought a whole bunch of food from the market and shit, and I didn't even get to it, get spoiled because they don't have the same, preservatives in their food, but the food's better.
Yeah.
The food's better. That's why, like, it don't take much for you to eat in the morning. Like, you know, we get fucking pancakes, I don't eat pork, but, you know, some type of bacon, eggs, cheese eggs, all kinds of grits, hash browns and shit. Big ass, Jake. That shit just can't move. You be fucking paralyzed. Like, goddamn. When you go down to South America, man, you have a cheese sandwich and a cup of coffee, and you good to go.
That's right.
To lunch. Oh, they eat lunch now. It's mandatory you eat lunch down there, bro.
Oh yeah.
You skip lunch like in America. You could like, I'm gonna skip breakfast. I ain't gonna eat nothing. I might skip lunch. What? Bitch, look at you like, what? You skipping lunch? We eat all 3 meals here. You go to Dominican Republic, same thing. They eat 3 meals a day.
I ran into this guy who I used to work with, and he was born in Russia, but he lives over here. And he was telling me how he had just got back from Russia, and he was like, man, when he got there, he said the fruits and the foods is real. Yeah. And he was saying how the comparisons are. He said, I come back over here and got to eat this fake whatever. But he said when he got to Russia, the fruits, the oranges and the apples were all big and real.
Yeah, like in Brazil, oranges are yellow. Orange, they're not. You can get orange, like a orange color, but they make that shit that way. Oranges don't naturally look like that. Orange. That orange color, that Florida orange color. Nah.
They put chemicals.
Yeah, they put chemicals in that shit to make it like that. It's over there, citrus and shit is yellow. You know what I'm saying? That's probably why I beat that 19 over there. You know, through the spam power, how about smell shop, of course. But then I had access to good food and even medicines.
Plants,
real fruit, real medicines and shit. Okay. Who was reading?
Oh, the brother already had.
Let's go back to that in Timothy.
That was 1 Timothy 6.
Mm-hmm. He was like 8 or 9.
1 Timothy 8 verse 9. 1 Timothy 6 9. But they that will be rich fall into temptation and a snare, and into many foolish and hurtful lusts.
And that's what happens in this world. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Because they say that, if you get rich, it amplifies your personality. But really, it opens you up to a whole bunch of lust. Now you can just buy and do the shit you do. That's why you see these people with all this money doing all this freaky, kinky, nasty shit. Like that nigga Diddy.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Because his money afforded him different levels of women that will literally slut themselves out, hold themselves out to your hurtful lust that destroy men. Or not even just the women, this nigga fucking dudes in the asses.
Brought him to the dark side.
You know what I'm saying? And then he get away with it because he's wealthy.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? And that's what that money do. Like, so this nigga, going back to that nigga Anton Daniels, you know, it ain't his fault because he's simple-minded. Get Romans 11:7. It ain't given to him because he's not part of the elect. At least he repent, but you know, he disrespected the Lord's men. You know, acting like his money is gonna last forever, and it never does. Every Israelite, famous so-called black, Latino, Native American person, all died broke and fucked up.
It's delusional.
Every last one go out the same. You name them, a list. Aretha Franklin, the nigga Prince. You know what I'm saying? The nigga Prince, Aretha Franklin, Whitney Houston. Yeah, her family, her moms and them that's still alive, they got control of her estate. But they got to pay taxes on that shit. They ain't just rolling in the dough. They got to split it up. Aretha Franklin, her kids, they was in it was so bad because she had several children. You know what I'm saying? But I think they were fighting with each other about the money and shit, and it ended up going to one of her oldest kids or some shit like that. And he ain't gonna break his brothers and sisters off no real money. You know what I'm saying? Same thing with Michael Jackson kids. His money should have, his estate should have went to his children. But I think it went to one of his kids. Everybody else got cut off. His kids, and them ain't even his kids. Them Edomites, that nigga was black as shit. That nigga ain't no, they ain't come out of his loins, bro. I don't believe that. I don't believe it did. They could have, but I don't believe it. You know what I'm saying? They ain't come out of because that nigga was dark as a motherfucker when he was a kid, man. And then he got light and shit. And then, you know, well, he didn't get light.
Got that light demon.
He put that demon on him. That Edomite demon, old Edomite woman demon fell upon him and shit. And they accepted it. The world accepted that shit, you know? When I was a kid, Michael Jackson was lightening up. I mean, I remember Motown 25. And that
Real
nigga,
Michael Jackson.
Yeah, I remember that. That was, even back then he had surgeries.
Oh, yeah.
Fucking with his nose and shit because he hated himself. You know? He hated himself. But all them jakes, they go out the same way. That's why, as scripture says, what the triumphant of the wicked is short. And we use that and we refer to Esau, but even amongst our people, it's all short. Eddie Murphy gonna drop dead soon, and his you know, his wealth gonna be left to that Edomite woman and her kids, not his kids. Well, they're his kids, but you know, she ain't finna break them off like that. Hey, look at Vanessa Bryant. Vanessa Bryant, she's, you know, she ain't give Kobe mom, dad nothing. They ain't get, that bitch is rich. She like a billionaire. Almost. She ain't dribbled a ball not once. All she did was open her legs and birth them kids. A bunch of daughters. Then the wealth gonna go to somebody else. Another man of another nation. Because you know they ain't marrying no Jakes. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna fuck around. They might marry some Edomite. You know what I'm saying?
Like Janet.
Yeah. Well, she married a Islamite.
Yeah.
She married an Islamite.
Oh, this Romans 11 verse 7. What then? Israel had not obtained that which he seeketh for.
Yeah, because you, Jakes, ultimately you want the truth. So you go to these different religions and different avenues to try to seek the truth. But you ain't gonna get it. You do other things. You start worshiping money, thinking that that's gonna give you some type of relief from the curses, and it ain't. It never does. Because the scripture says the curse is going to follow you till you be destroyed.
That's right.
You know? Okay? They follow you around like a dog that never dies until Yahweh Bashim Yahushai comes back and redeems his elect, and then we ain't gonna be no more curses then. You know? Go ahead, brother. Keep reading.
But the election hath obtained it, and the rest were blinded.
Yeah, so the elect obtained the truth, and the rest were blinded. Anton Daniels, he's an example of a blind Israelite.
Charleston White.
Charleston White, oh, that nigga, all them niggas like Stevie Wonder. Stevie Wonder got a double dose of blindness, man.
Them niggas blind.
They can't, Ray Charles and shit. Them niggas can't see it. Keep reading, bro.
According as it is written, the Most High has given them the spirit of slumber, eyes that they should not see, and ears that they should not hear.
So spiritually, they're asleep.
Yep.
Anton Daniels, he was driving that car, but he was spiritually blind. He didn't see that the men that he was scoffing at on the corner were the men of the Lord. He said, y'all broke. You know, like, I gotta be swimming in money. Even if you niggas got money, you still broke. Because you ain't got what these Edomites got. Even Chris Rock said that shit in a comedy special some years ago. He said if the Rothschilds or the Kennedys woke up with Shaq's money, they'd kill themselves, man. If they woke up with Oprah's money, they'd kill themselves, man. He said rich is something you can lose in the summer, in a bad cocaine habit. He said, but wealth, you can't get rid of wealth, man. And you can't, because them Edomites, they still spending money from slavery days, man.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Them Edomites, they can't even, one child can't even go through that fucking money and fuck it up. That's how long their money is. And then they make sure that their children are financially intelligent. So they don't even get access to the whole family's wealth. They'll just get the kid that's a fuck up. Eustace Mellon said that. He said it about the Super League. He said they're not smart. He said they just got a formula. But the scriptures do say that the children of this world are wiser than the children of light. Who the children of light? These people on the sign right here, man. You know what I'm saying? Because they know things that Jake don't know. See, Jake get access to a little bit of money, or what they call money, and they fuck it up, man. Talking that generational wealth shit. Yeah, you ain't gonna get generational wealth because of the curses. And on top of the fact that you niggas are financially illiterate. Even if you think you financially intelligent, you're financially illiterate. Because them, like he said, you can't get rid of wealth, man. That shit just keep going and over. And they spending interest. And they ain't even spending it because they don't got to spend their money for the shit. They own every fucking thing. So what? Everything comes free. Yeah. When's the last time one of the Rothschilds went to the mailbox and had to open up a mailbox and had a bill? They ain't got no bill. They get checks.
Well, they opened up their account and it decreased.
Yeah, they overdraft.
There's a
Never.
There's a real short, quick video on Instagram I saw. It's a Rothschild lady. I forget what her name. The dude who came across her said her name, and she was with another guy who was probably a Rothschild. And when he saw her, he looked at the watch on her wrist, and he said, "Hey, that's a $350,000 watch on your wrist, right?" I think he said Cynthia Rothschild, something like that.
I don't know. You gotta find it.
And he said her name, and she gave him a look, like they say, looks could kill. She looked at him.
Oh,
like,
I saw that. It was an Edomite. It was a skinny ass Edomite Rothschild. Yeah. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
I think she's either Rothschild or Rockefeller. Yeah, I think it was.
Yeah, he said Rothschild or Rockefeller. Yeah.
It wasn't even that. They weren't even a Rothschild. It was one of the.
Oh yeah.
It was one of the. I believe. I could be wrong, but I believe it was one of the fucking.
It was one of those families.
No. The motherfuckers at the Windsors.
Oh, it was the Windsors.
It was Charles' sister. It was an old. I might have been in that one. Anyway. Go ahead, brother.
Yeah, but when he approached her, she looked at him with so much disdain. They say, like, "Who the fuck are you?"
Yeah, because first of all, it don't. Money is not an option.
It's not an option.
It's not money is not an object. What is this?
Yeah. He said that's a $350,000 watch on your wrist, right? And she looked at him like, so
it's nothing. Like you got Jake get a fucking Louis Vuitton purse, and the woman they cherish it, they worship that shit. Oh, don't put it on the floor.
Yep.
Some Edomite bitches, man, they be kicking that shit, tossing that shit on the floor like it's nothing. Because it's just a bag.
Yeah.
It's just a watch. A lot of times they get that shit custom made for them, and they ain't even ask for it. Go ahead, bro.
Check this out. It says, on average, the U.S. Spend more than $2 billion per day on interest.
Damn.
So imagine the Rothschilds, all these families that own these central bankings, they're making billions of dollars a day just on interest, bro.
Yep.
You think money's a fucking a thing to them?
Money
Hell,
ain't a thing.
no. Like the other one is.
Money ain't a thing.
There's no thinking of money for these families.
They don't
man.
think about it. They never think about it. They never wake up, and that's how it's gonna be for us in the kingdom.
That's right.
We ain't gonna wake up in the morning and think like, damn, we gonna get some of them scriptures, because the scriptures even say that about how, like, as soon as we gotta eat the old to make room for the new.
This looks like her.
Lady Lynn Forrester, the Rothschild. Could be.
It looks.
But they ain't worried about that. They make money. They create it.
They have more money coming in than
they got more money. They got more than the scripture says they have more than their heart could wish for.
Mm-hmm.
You know what that feel like? But we gonna know it in the kingdom.
That's right.
And the scripture said it's gonna be so much that we ain't gonna be happy. We gonna have to do all kinds. We're gonna be giving it away, bruh. It said we're gonna be spending their wealth riotously, man. You look at that. Get that precept real quick, and then get it in the G&T. I think it's in the book of Sirach chapter. It might be 14. It says riches are not commonly for a nigga. Let's start there. I think it might be 4. That's 14 and 4. It might be. I'm not sure. I went for 4.
God, this is in the book of Ecclesiasticus 14 and verse 3. Mm-hmm. It says riches are not commonly for a niggard.
A niggard is a stingy person, man. You got a lot of niggas running around here. Niggards running around here. Other nations as well as our own. Go ahead.
And what should an envious man do with money?
Yeah, what should an envious man do with money? You got Jake, you envy the wicked. The scripture tells us not to envy them. What you gonna do with money? You gonna end up envying yourself. You gonna fuck it up. Keep reading.
Verse 4, it says, he that gathereth by the fraud his own soul gathereth for others.
Yeah, that's what these the Edomites is doing, because you can't get rid of wealth. Wealth is only transferred. You can't fuck it up. You can't blow it. You can't burn it. It's going to be transferred. That's why the scripture says in Sirach 10 and 8, real quick. Hold that. Sirach 10 and 8.
This is the book of Sirach, chapter 10 and verse 8. Because of unrighteous dealings, injuries, and riches got by deceit, the kingdom is translated from one people to another.
So it has to be translated. And this is the reason why you Edomites are going to cough up everything that you swallow down. You're going to vomit it back up. Because of injuries, riches gotten by deceit. How did you get wealthy? You had to injure nations, chiefly the nation of Israel. Okay, you deceive nations. Chiefly, you deceive the nation of Israel. Therefore, the kingdom is translated for what? From one people to another. 2 Ezra 6 and 9.
This is 2 Ezra chapter 6 and verse 9. For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth.
Yeah, Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. So Jacob is going to be the one that inherited the earth next. And who is Jacob? These people on this side here. We are. Starting with the elect. Lord willing, we're part of the elect. There are 12 tribes, starting with the 144,000 men, along with the mixed multitude of men, women, and children, believers of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shah, who were predestinated to be saved. Because it ain't nothing we could do on this side to do it. Oh, well, I'm doing enough. So I know, no, we not gonna know until we in them chariots, man. But even, Lord willing, we in them chariots, we were predestinated from before the earth was even formed, from the foundations of the earth to be saved. And the Lord said, hey, this is my cluster, my grape right here. They gonna be saved, right? Everybody else, they're gonna be destroyed. Okay? Let's go back to that.
Back to Ecclesiasticus 14 and verse 4. He that gathereth by the frauding his own soul gathereth for others.
Yep.
that shall spend his goods riotously.
Now we'll see what they're saying in the GNT. What verse is that? Let's go to that verse in the GNT. Sirach 14 and 4. In the GNT.
This is Sirach GNT 14. Sirach 14 and verse 4. If you deny yourself in order to accumulate wealth, if you deny yourself, oh, that's going sloppy. Jumping around.
You got it, Con? Just put it pocket for GNT.
Sirach 14 and verse 4. If you deny yourself in order to accumulate wealth, you are only accumulating it for someone else.
And that's what Esau is doing. They think that all that wealth that they accumulating throughout the earth, that it's just gonna go away. No, we're gonna get all that stuff too. They're gonna have to be cleansed, but we're gonna get all of that and then way more.
That's right.
Because see, the earth not even yielding its fruit in this time. In our time, it's gonna yield its fruit and then some. Gold gonna be as a dust. Right now, you can barely find gold. You be hoping to get gold deposits. You remember that one deposit they found like a year or two ago? They ain't mentioned shit about it. Somewhere in Africa, it's supposed to be like over, yeah, it's supposed to be like over 32 trillion. It was a $32 trillion gold deposit in Africa. Nobody talks about it. Yeah. I forget what country. That country's fucking catching hell right now because Esau swooped right in it. That's what? Yeah. You hey, don't count it just yet. You owe us. And Esau, you owe us all that, and you still owe us more. Hey, this is just a deposit on your interest.
You owe us in future taxes.
Yeah, real tough. Real tough. Real
Esau,
tough.
right?
Man, they said they had enough money. They found enough gold in that deposit to pay off the debt of that country and then other countries. But that shit went right into the coffers of the Edomites.
Know that.
And they paid a couple people on the top pennies, and then the rest, they're going to them. You see? But see, when we come into power, gold, the power's going to be popping up out of everywhere, bro. And it ain't going to belong to nobody but the Israelites. You know where to bring it to, over here. We're going to be walking on gold. Can you imagine, brother, a city in today's time and that's made of gold? Shit, there'd be war over there. You see what they want to do to, you see what they did to the Na'vi in that movie, what's that shit called? What's that movie with the blue people?
Oh,
Avatar.
Avatar.
Yeah, unobtainium. This nigga he brought war to these people for some unobtainium. You know what I'm saying? You see what he wanted to do to Black Panther and Namor and them people, Issachar and Judah, Ephraim and Judah, and that was make believe, nigga. They wanted the vibranium. You see?
Don't forget evil in cartoon.
Here it is. They got inferior weaponry. They got inferior weaponry. They got inferior training. But yet these motherfuckers want to get together and fuck up Jake for some goddamn vibranium. You know what I'm saying? So guess what? In our kingdom, I wish you would. We wish you would even think a thought of trying to steal from us. They don't belong to you.
Can't steal when you
belong to, yeah. What is that?
Can't steal when you have chains on you.
That's right, brother.
Around your neck.
Hands and feet.
And feet.
And waist. Like you do Jake.
Yep.
And even if you had none of that on, you couldn't steal it anyway. You can't steal what don't belong to you. How you gonna steal from us? Like, I don't know if brothers ever saw that movie Trading Places.
Oh yeah.
That one scene with Billy Ray, he was talking to the Dukes. He putting shit in his pocket and shit. And cigars and shit. He said, so you said all this is mine? He said, no, man, this ain't mine. Put it in his shit.
Yeah.
And then the Dukes were like, the Duke turned him around like this. Billy Ray, this belongs to you. This is all yours.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? In fact, he broke that vase and shit, that vase. He said, oh. He's like, they was like, oh, he broke our vase. Like, what? He's already making his money. I think the insurance is on that. It's 12 times what it's worth.
Yep, that's what he said.
See?
That's what he said.
That's how it's gonna be for us, man.
That's right.
Everything gonna belong to us. Everything coming back to us, man. The kingdom is gonna be translated from one kingdom to the next. It said what? Esau is the end of the world. Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth, man.
Ecclesiasticus 14:4, he that gathereth by defrauding his own soul, gathereth for others, that shall spend his goods riotously.
And that word riotously, and the word riotously, in the definition, it's this very loud and uncontrolled way that is full of energy. You know what I'm saying? So we just gonna be like, shit, nigga. Right. There's nothing, nigga. You know how Jake be. Yo, that shit is nothing, nigga. We good over here, nigga. What?
You're gonna know
nothing.
you're wealthy.
Yeah, you gonna know, man. You know, Jacob like to vaunt himself on each other, but we're gonna be vaunting ourselves. There's a scripture. You find it? Yeah. You shall boast yourselves on the heathen or something like that. You got something, brother?
No, I was holding that Ecclesiasticus.
What? Ecclesiasticus what?
Ecclesiasticus 14:4.
Oh, we were just reading that.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh, you just reading along?
Yeah, I was reading verse 3 actually. The one we read earlier.
Oh, kind of. You finished?
Yep. Riches are not comely for a niggard, and what should an envious man do with money?
Yeah. So
yep.
It ain't coming for somebody that's stingy, man.
Right. And then we see that all day, every day. Jake get a bunch of money, go all out. In a week, the nigga broke.
Yep.
Right back where he started.
Yeah.
Get that Cadillac.
Yeah. You know, niggas straight to the lot, baby.
Them chains.
Straight to the jeweler in the lot, yeah.
And get that big house that he ain't never gonna live in.
Can't pay the taxes on.
Have a couple of parties and that, and it's done.
That's done.
Yeah.
And we get a couple of dollars, man. Brothers gonna distribute it amongst each other, man.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
This ain't gonna be like all stingy and fucked up. Hey, what you need, bro? You good?
Charity.
It ain't gonna. Hey, here you go, man. It's for you, bro. All for what, man? Whatever you want, brother.
Yeah.
It's yours. You know what I'm saying?
Charity covers a multitude.
This the book of 2 Esdras 2:28. It says, "The heathen shall envy thee, but they shall be able to do nothing against thee, saith the Lord Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai."
Yeah, that brother said that place was in Uganda. Seek to understand. You see that place that we talking about, that 32 trillion?
Yeah.
Thought about was in Uganda. Yeah, Uganda catching hell right now. Uganda about to be you gone. You know what I'm saying? You done. You know what I'm saying? Read it again, brother.
2 Esdras 2:28. "The heathen shall envy thee, but they shall be able to do nothing against thee, saith the Lord Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai." right, man. So when our turn is to rule, man, like the brothers going into, man, you're gonna know that Jake is prospering. You're gonna know that we're happy and we're, you know,
we good, we set.
We're good, man.
7 and 18.
That we all the way up.
Yeah, that's right. All the way, like
right.
Joe said, that's right. All the way up. We're gonna really be all the way up, because you know, like in the Middle Ages, Jake was up, man.
Hell yeah.
You seen it. Jake was dripping in gold and silver. You know, had a whole night uniforms made out of silver, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Castles,
Silver and iron.
all the stuff that we built, man.
Had that one picture, the one Jake with the crown. That shit was all gold, bro.
Yeah,
I went to the Metropolitan Museum recently, some time ago, and I love that museum, man. And I looked at the night uniform, King Henry shit. Oh my lord, this dude shit. He was big, yo. King Henry, Henry VIII, I think his name was Henry VIII. He was tall, and in his older life, he got real fat because he was, you know, Jake started eating on the high horse, man, eating all that shit. And that shit was fucking bulbous, man. Like, how can a man walk around with that shit on and move around with, you know what I mean? Because you ain't just have it on just to look good. Yeah. It was useful. Yeah, go ahead, bring it up.
Daniel 7:18. But the saints.
Yeah, that's it. Show the camera, brother. That shit was huge. If you see that person, bro, you be like, damn, that man had to be like over 300 pounds, bro.
Probably was.
Moving around in that shit on a horse.
And eating good.
Eating real good. They said he died because his health is fucked up. You know, Jake get money and start getting fat. Judge Ryan wax, fat and kicked. You know, we did get, bro.
Daniel 7:18. But the saints of the Most High shall take the kingdom.
Yeah, the saints of the Most High, we're gonna take it. We're not gonna sit around and we're not gonna have a dialogue. We're not gonna be diplomatic about it. We're snatching it. Go ahead.
And possess the kingdom forever, even forever and ever.
So we're not ever gonna lose power. First of all, we're gonna be 100% righteous. Yep. So therefore we're gonna be in Yahweh Bashim Yahushai's eyes as continuously as righteous and glorious, man. That's so right. we're gonna have to have the curses. We ain't have to experience the curses no more. From the least of us to the greatest, from the least to the greatest, from the greatest to the least, gonna have it, man. You get that picture where it says a little one shall be as, I think, King David or something like that. A little one, it's King David. You brothers get that? And that's right, man. And I think it said even we're gonna be great. Can't even get it out. We're gonna be richer than King Solomon, man.
That's right.
King Solomon had gold, everything. Nothing was silver, and all his kingdom. Nothing. If a fly landed on his plate, he tossed it out. Man, get rid of this, man. A fly landed on it.
That's heavy.
That's wealth, man. That's true wealth, bro. And he ain't throw it away. Ain't nobody he ain't throw it away and walk and somebody in the back wash it and then replace it. No, as soon as the fly landed, it went in the trash, bro. You better melt it down. Catch somebody stealing the plate that the fly landed on, you're gonna be done.
That's right. It's Zechariah 12 and verse 8. It says, in that day shall Yahweh B'Hashem Yahushai defend the inhabitants of Jerusalem, and he that is feeble among them at that day shall be as David. And
David was mighty, man. Mighty, man. We're gonna be mighty. We're gonna be superheroes again, man. Go ahead. That was it.
And the house of David shall be as the Most High, as the angel of Yahweh B'Hashem Yahushai before them.
We're gonna be gods, man. Because that's what the Lord is building up right now. The tabernacle of David this is the tabernacle of David being built up right in front of you. This is the kingdom of heaven is in front of you, right here. Scripture said what? The kingdom of heaven, know ye not that the kingdom of heaven is in you, man. We are the kingdom of heaven. It start with the elect. Lord willing, we're part of the elect.
All right.
It start with Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, King David, the rest of the 12 apostles, all right? And the rest of the 144,000, man. And a mixed multitude of men, women, and children. You know what I'm saying? I was talking to Elder, just like kind of like off topic a little bit. I was talking to Elder Mwatazak sometime like last week, and I told him of a vision or a dream that my woman had. She had like a few of them. You know what I'm saying? And one of the joints, she said that we were sitting up high, and I had she said I had something on my head, it looked like a crown on my head. And she had one too, but it wasn't as bright as mine. It wasn't as big as mine. then I was like, damn. She was like, it was like we was in the kingdom, but it wasn't finished yet. It was being built. And I looked at it and I said, I told you. You know what I'm saying? I was like, damn, man. I always have to repeat that because that was heavy. And then she had another joint. She said I was standing on top of like a mountain. Like it looked like the mountains that look like in Arizona. It looked like that. And I was directing people where to go. And then another one, she said that I had been gone, but I came back with a woman, and the woman had a child, and I told her to protect her, and then I left. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, that's like dick of trouble. You know what I'm saying? So that's heavy, man. These are visions, Lord willing, they can come true. Shit, I'm gonna keep getting down so I can get it. I want it. You know what I'm saying? But these are the things that we're gonna have. We're gonna have access to all of that, man. We're gonna be gods on the earth, man. We're gonna have supernatural powers, bro. Every superhero power you could ever dream of, and then some. You know what I mean? We was watching, brothers watch them. Did you watch that show?
No, I've been wanting to get to it.
You gotta get to it, brother. Supercell.
Oh yeah, I watched. I called you.
Yeah, you finished it?
Absolutely.
Yeah, man. Bro, you gotta watch that, bro. You running late, brother.
The way it ended, there's gonna be a season 2.
Oh, it's gonna be season 2. Yeah. It gotta be.
And I googled it, and it said season 2 is coming.
Yeah, that's right. And that's right. And season 2 is really coming.
Yeah,
season 2 of the Israelites, the true Supercell.
The real version.
The real version gonna be in real life, man.
Yeah. Because those Jakes, the only negative about that is that one of the Jakes that had superpowers, nigga smoking weed.
Yeah.
So we know the Lord ain't
Elder was
dealing
talking about
with
that yesterday.
Yeah.
Elder Ariella said, you know, that's a nigga though. Instead, he got all. It took the brother had mentioned it. Yeah. His Edomite friend told him, man, you should be doing way more than what you're doing now.
Yeah.
You over here doing a fucking delivery service with flashlight powers and shit, nigga. Nigga, you could be saving the world.
And the other Jake who was real strong, his friend was telling him to go and rob a fucking crack house.
Niggas.
Yeah.
A nigga. His friend was
It
was a trap house.
A trap house.
Yeah, a trap house.
Just like when when they were saying that Jake was gonna receive power.
Oh, I remember that.
Saying that. Oh, I'm gonna get on all my haters and shit.
Yeah,
like, what the
Soldier
fuck?
Boy said that.
Yeah,
stuff.
he did
Soulja
say that.
Boy,
What's December 21st? I forgot what year it was.
He said, I'm gonna
Damn,
kill him. When I
fucking
get,
niggas,
nigga said,
man.
when I get my powers.
That's why
I'm
niggas
killing all
ain't
my
getting
haters.
spiritual power, man. Only the men of the Lord, bruh. Niggas gonna get trampled.
Nigga, you ain't getting shit.
Nigga talking about he gonna get at all my haters. We gonna get at all our haters and starting with you, nigga. We gonna hop over Esau and get put a foot in Jake wicked ass, man.
Apostle Gabar said.
Straight up, man. Sidekick Jake right in the jaw. Boom. Watch all his 32s come out, man.
Yep.
And them veneers hit the ground. Sound like chiclets.
So again, Zechariah 12 and verse 8 says, in that day shall the Lord Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai defend the inhabitants of Jerusalem, and he that is feeble among them at that day shall be as David, and the house of David shall be as the Most High, as the angel of Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai before them. So there you go, man. Like the feeble amongst our people is gonna be as King David, and King David was a mighty man. You know, the scriptures say he leaped over walls. He bent steel bows with his arms.
With his forearm, bro. Yeah, ain't nobody doing that. Hey, that Jake, I can't give it up because the brother ain't seen it, but yeah, one Jake, man, you remember he was in a junkyard practicing?
Yep.
Yeah, man.
Yep.
Yeah, watch, man. Wait. Real quick, the brother Seek Understanding posted Isaiah 61 and 6. But ye shall be named the priests of the Lord. Men shall call you the ministers of our power. Men shall call you the ministers of our power. Ye shall eat the riches of the Gentiles, and in their glory shall ye boast yourselves, man. Right. So it said we're gonna eat the riches of the Gentiles, man. Meaning we're gonna take their wealth, man. That's right. We're gonna take that. It's in Isaiah 60. The brother had something on deck in that joint. He said we're gonna suck the milk of the kings, man. Suck the breast of kings, man. Ain't even talking about no gay shit. So we're gonna take their wealth, nigga. Their wealth is their milk, man. You know what I'm saying?
Right. I did a lesson and I was mentioning how, you know, Esau uses Jake, you know, chiefly the tribe of Judah, to make wickedness look cool, man. You know, like to make shit look dope, whether it be fashion, whether it be gang banging, whatever, man. Yep. Drug dealing.
Yeah,
whatever.
they make getting put to death cool.
Cool, yeah. So imagine when the Lord gives us everything and we boast on these nations in righteousness, man. That's why the scriptures say that the heathen shall envy thee, but shall not be able to do nothing, man. Imagine you just like, damn, man, nothing that they're doing is wrong. Like, damn, I wish I was them, but fuck, I'm just a heathen.
And like that one sister, I love that video. I watch it from time to time. She said that in the kingdom. I don't know if y'all remember that video that one sister had. She said that the Edomites was looking at us. She said we had so much love for each other. And she ain't never seen that kind of love we had for one another, but we had so much hatred for the heathens, particularly Esau, Edom. And Edom, they were envious of that, but they couldn't get to us. They couldn't do nothing about it. Right. See, all the shit that y'all did to us, man, we're going to make it first look like child's play. And then the love that we're going to have from one another, no other nation is going to have that kind of love. And,
that's right.
And we exhibit that love today amongst each other.
That's right. Yeah.
And it's going to be amplified in the kingdom. Just like you see Jake hating each other, killing each other for nothing, like it's going out of style. Switch that with love, man. Replace that hate with love, man. And that love, we ain't gonna exemplify that love to you heathen nations, man.
That's what they did in Supercell. Little spoiler alert. They had the Jakes with powers corralling the Jakes to have powers too. It was like Jake against Jake, right?
Yeah, you had them fight each other.
Yeah,
they were wicked niggas. Well, those are sellout niggas.
Yeah,
all them niggas was wicked because they was doing stupid shit with their powers, man. Except the head one. And they said what happened is when they around each other, that's when their powers are waking up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So how much more in the kingdom of heaven, man? You know what I'm saying? We around each other. We're gonna be illuminated. We're gonna be charged. Yep, it's gonna really charged up. We get that way now. We around each other, bro.
Yeah.
So we around each other, man. We get charged up. Yep, we feed off the spirit of Yahweh Shem Shah. It just be coursing through our body.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It feel like little tingles. Like it's cold or something. Yeah, we get that little tingle.
Yeah, bro.
But it ain't uncomfortable. It's invigorating.
Because when one brother can't get a precept and then one of us spit it out, that's what that is.
Well, that's in the scripture.
Yeah.
It says let us all talk. What? I forget it. It says oh man. It says I know it says the spirit is like the wind. You know what I'm saying? It's cool. You ain't gotta look for it. We can stay in the spirit. So. And that's part of the spirit, but we stay where we at. But yeah, we gonna have that power, bro. You know what I mean? See, like Esau, all you had was the physical stuff, carnal stuff, man. We're gonna have the spirit plus we're gonna have the carnal, but plus the spirit.
Yeah.
And you're gonna wish you can do the things that we could do. And we're not gonna have no kryptonite. Because what is our kryptonite on this side? Sin. This flesh. This sinful flesh is our kryptonite. But in the kingdom of heaven, we ain't gonna have sinful flesh. We're gonna have righteous flesh with a righteous spirit.
That's right.
We're saying in Isaiah 60 and 22. Get that real quick.
It's the book of Isaiah,
21.
chapter 60. I'll start at verse 21.
And the point of 20 is all our people shall be righteous.
Thy people also shall be all righteous.
Yeah, so all of us gonna be righteous, from the least to the greatest, man. Right? So we ain't gonna have sin because what? The wages of sin is what? Death. And we not gonna be committing no sin no more. And you Edomites and you other nations, you're not gonna be able to exploit the fact that we was weak to sin. That movie, that's all these superhero movies, they don't shine, they don't like cling unto you other nations, man. Y'all look at it as entertainment, man. We actually see it actually as happening.
Absolutely.
Because it's in us, man. That's why the brother some time ago told us that, he was really into comic books back in the day. And I was like, yeah, me too, bro. I used to have I still got them now. You put them in my crib, as soon as you walk in the door, I got a mountain of comic books just stacked up, man. And I've read some of them. Some of them I haven't touched, man. But my spirit is into that because I like that. I be watching superhero movies over and over again. Star Wars, Star Trek. I'm into that. Space travel. You know what I'm saying? Because it's in our spirit.
Yeah, when I was into that, my younger sister, she was a baby. She was like 2 or 3 years old. And one time I was talking to her, and she just said, "You remember when you used to always read and collect comic books?" And I was like, "You remember that?"
Yeah.
And she was like, "Yeah, I remember that." Because I had boxes full of just comic books. Spider-Man, Iron Man.
Any comic book hero you can think of. Right. Our spirit is like this with that, man. Because that's in us, man. And we're going to live out all our comic book dreams and then some in the kingdom of heaven. Let's go read Isaiah 60, since the brother was already there. Let's start up at the top.
Yep, this is the book of, I actually was holding it.
And then if you get Revelation 22. Start at the top.
Yep, this is the
Actually,
prophet.
hold on. Matter of fact, start at Revelation 22:3. What does it says? 21. Go to 21:3. Yeah.
This is Revelation 21 and verse 3. It says, and I heard a voice out of heaven saying, behold, the tabernacle of the Most High is with men, and he will dwell with them, and they shall be his people.
Yeah, the Lord is with the men of Israel, not any man. He ain't with the heathen, the men of the heathen. No, he with the men of Israel, chiefly the elect. Yeah, some more on that.
And the Most High himself shall be with them and be their power.
Be our power, man. Not mankind, right? Not all humanity. The men of Israel, man.
That's right.
The Lord said the men of his the men of the Lord's flock is with men. It's made up of men. The men of Israel, man. The sheep, the lost sheep of the house of Israel. Go ahead, bro. Water, bro.
Verse 4, it says, and the Most High shall wipe away all tears from their eyes, and there shall be no more death, neither sorrow nor crying.
There's going to be one immortal nation on the earth, and that's going to be the nation of Israel. Starting with the elect. We ain't going to have no more pain, no more crying. We're going to cry one last time when we see the body of Yahweh. That's it. There ain't going to be no more tears flying from our eyes, man, rolling down our cheeks, man. Not even tears of joy. We're not going to cry no more, bro. We're going to be immortal. And these nations think that belongs to them. We did a lesson last night telling you that this message is only for the children of Israel and for the nation of Israel and chiefly to the elect of Israel.
That's right.
But notwithstanding, it's for Israel.
That's right.
This message, the promises, the glory, the covenant, it ain't to you other nations, man. Y'all trying to make it something that is not. You adding to the scriptures. And you're going to be judged according to that. You taking away from the scriptures. And you're going to be judged according to that. Go ahead, brother.
It says, and there shall be no more death, neither sorrow nor crying, neither shall there be any more pain, for the former things are passed away.
Yeah, so this is the former things. We ain't going to be crying no more. We ain't going to feel no more pain. And we ain't got to go to the spirit world to feel like that no more either. We're going to feel it right here on the earth, man. And if we want to go to the spirit world, I speak as a man, if we want to go to the spirit world, we can do that if we want to. You can't do that unless you pass away. And then you can't come back. We're going to be coming back. Yahweh Shai going to be the first. He's coming from the spirit world, man. In his God form, man.
That's right.
With our brothers and the brothers that passed away on this side, along the ones that are martyred, you know what I'm saying? Along with the angels, which are also our brothers. Like the brother had mentioned, we saw one a couple weeks ago. The Lord showed it to us with the elder Mwakazak and the other elder brothers, Elder Daniel Allah, Elder Michael Allah, and all of the other brothers that was out there at camp, holding camp, doing the work. And it's angels right now encamped around us, man, because we fear the Lord.
That's right.
And we're going to be as they are. And we're going to be just a little more. Because we're going to be able to indulge in the things that we, in this flesh. We're going to be able to have children. I mean, that means what? We're going to be procreating like a motherfucker. There's going to be a lot of ooh and ahhing in the kingdom, bro. Women going to be having a prom spread, man. Legs in the air. Right. You know what I'm saying? Ready to tell you. I was watching this video, and this woman is talking about something. I was scoffing at her. She was on TikTok live talking about something, how a woman ain't supposed to have a big rod in her vagina because it's too much for her cervix to handle. It going to bruise us. It bruises her cervix. So the reason why when she claims, I don't know how medically sound this is. She claimed that the reason why women's vaginas be smelling like fish and shit is because of blood. No, it be smelling like fish and shit because you fucking 1,000 men. You only supposed to be with one man. If you got one man, your shit ain't gonna be all knocked out. Your pH balance ain't gonna be messed up. You know what I'm saying? But you women ain't virgins by the time we get to you. You done fucked the whole damn block, the whole damn university. Like Ice Cube said, you know what I'm saying? She fucked the whole university, man.
I said, I seen a clip too on the internet. Some dude was like, "Oh, we call her 50 Cent because she's been with many men."
That's right, man.
Like, damn, these women
straight
are
up.
hoes, man.
It's all these witches are hoes, and they love to be that way. The whole culture. That chick, Sexy Red, was in the hospital. She said, "I'm at the doctor trying to figure out why my coochie stink." Cause you fuck 1,000 niggas and you let them bust all up in you, man. You got dead sin. You got World War V going on in your fucking vagina, man. You know what I'm saying? You got terminated semen all up in there. You got diseases. You know what I'm saying? And the Lord, and part of the curse is what? The Lord said instead of sweet smell, it's going to be stink.
You stink.
Stink. You hoes really do stink.
Rotten-ass bitch.
Stink and ranking. You know what I'm saying? In the ancient world, it took a woman 12 months to get ready for her man. You can see that, and you can read about that in the book of Esther, man.
Yep.
12 months, man. She was a virgin. So by the time it was time for her to lay down with the king, he could smell her, and it wasn't stinking, baby.
You can smell her a mile away.
I'm telling you, man. It turned them on right there, like, oh, man.
Smell all good.
Hit all them endorphins start getting loose.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Aphrodisiac.
That's right, man. Aphrodisiac. That's right, man. I always like that word, aphrodisiac. You know what I'm saying?
That come from us.
That come from Jake, man.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And then on top of that, we are gonna get our rides back, man. Our joint gonna be, man, and our women gonna be able to take that pounding and grounding and pounding. And you women of the other nations, you're gonna take it too.
Yeah.
The BBC, the LBC, all of the BLC, it's all coming back, baby.
Yeah.
Oh, that was
it.
Actually, verse 5 is good too. It says, and he that sat upon the throne said, behold, I make all things new. And he said unto me, write, for these words are true and faithful.
That's right, man. These words are true. This ain't fake. The Lord's gonna make us new again. Refresh. I bet that word new in a interliner is kainos.
Renew.
Well, it's right, brother. That's right.
Yep.
Renew, refresh.
Yep.
There it is, man. We're gonna end it out in Isaiah chapter 60, man. Let's get through that.
Yep. Isaiah 60, verse 1. Arise, shine, for thy light.
Actually gonna link it up and end it throughout with 22, Revelation 22, where it speaks about the streets of gold. Even before that, with each pearl gonna have I'll start with that set, but let's go start it there real quick.
Arise, shine, for thy light is come, and the glory of the Lord Yahweh by Gmshawaii is risen upon thee. For behold, the darkness shall cover the earth, and gross darkness the people.
And that's what the people are in today. The darkness is on the minds of the people on the earth. There's wickedness, evil, and then the minds of the people are in gross darkness, which is that gross meaning complete. Go ahead.
But the Lord Yahweh by Gmshawaii shall arise upon thee.
And that's what the Lord is doing.
And
through
his glory,
Salakia, through his son, through this word. Go ahead.
And his glory shall be seen upon thee. And the Gentiles shall come to thy light.
And that's the Israelite foreigners. Go ahead.
And kings to the brightness of thy rising.
And they're not doing that for them small hats. Ain't nobody trying to follow them small hats. Nobody. And all they do is perpetrate a fraud, a victim fraud, man. That's all you do. And then you talk about us, we got a victim mentality. No, you small heads do. You do wickedness, and then you hide your hand. Behind victimization. Go ahead.
Lift up thine eyes round about and see. All they gather themselves together, they come to thee. Thy son shall come from far, and thy daughters shall be nursed at thy side.
Yeah, our son's gonna be traveling. They're gonna be all throughout the universe. They're gonna be all throughout the earth, all throughout the solar system. And our daughters, they're gonna be in order. They're gonna be at the crib getting raised up, getting ready for their husbands, man. And whatever they do with their husbands, that's left up to the discretion of their husbands, man. But they ain't gonna be gathering abroad. You know what I'm saying? Like they do today. No, hell no. They're gonna be what? Nursed at our side. Go ahead, brother.
Then thou shalt see and flow together.
Yeah, we gonna be all one. We ain't gonna be no dissension amongst the ranks, man. Nothing. No weak links amongst the ranks. Go ahead.
And thine heart shall fear and be enlarged.
So I think it says in the NLT we're gonna be like amazed, something like that. What it say?
It says your eyes will shine and your heart will thrill with joy.
Yeah. Why is it gonna be thrilled with joy, man? Because the kingdom, baby. Right. I told you my woman had that vision, man. She said that we were sitting up on top. We were sitting up on together. We were sitting up real high. And I think one time she said she had a vision like we were she was in a ship. It was like we was in a ship looking out the windows, man. And she said that we were sitting up real high and we were just laughing amongst each other. And then she looked at me, I looked at her, and she said she knew it was me, but I looked different. And I had like a crown on my head. She said I had a crown on my head too, but it was smaller than yours. I was like, you had like a tiara, because there ain't no queens. There'll be princesses. She a princess. We princess, bro. Right?
Yep, absolutely.
Yahweh, he's the prince of princes, king of kings. He's a king. The Lord of lords, man. We lords, bro. We saviors.
That's right.
Go ahead, bro.
Because the abundance of the sea shall be converted unto thee. The forces,
the abundance of the sea are these nations. The seas are these nations, man. It's going to be what? Converted unto us, given unto us. Go ahead.
The forces of the Gentiles.
Their wealth.
Yep.
What does it say in the NLT with that portion?
They will bring you the wealth of many lands.
That's right. You see? Right now, they don't bring us shit.
Don't bring us nothing.
But pain and oppression. But yeah, you're gonna be bringing that. You're gonna be bringing that wealth. Go ahead.
The forces of the Gentiles shall come unto thee. The multitude of camels shall cover thee.
Yep.
The dromedaries of Midian and Ephah, all they from Sheba shall come. They shall bring gold and incense.
Gold and incense. They ain't talking about no little sticks of incense, man. Y'all know the incense we be, the resin. That stuff expensive, bro. Go ahead, bro.
And they shall show forth the praises of the Lord Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. All the flocks of Kedar shall be gathered unto thee. The rams of Nebaioth shall minister unto thee. They shall come up with acceptance on mine altar.
Yeah, because it's gonna be sacrifices. Well, it ain't gonna be no sin sacrifice for us, but it's gonna be sacrifices in the kingdom. Go ahead.
And I will glorify the house of my glory.
And the house of the Lord's glory is the elect Israel. Go ahead.
Who are these that fly as a cloud and as the doves to the windows?
And we're gonna be actually have the ability of flight, and we're gonna have chariots, bro. What does it say in the NLT?
NLT, it says, and what do I see flying like clouds to Israel?
What do I see flying like clouds to Israel? So like you remember that scene in the first Black Panther where T'Challa was in the chariot, and then he went through
into Wakanda.
Yeah, he was like, man, it never gets old, man. That's how it's gonna be when we fly into Israel. I mean Jerusalem, bro.
That's right.
That's how it's gonna look, man. And our land gonna expand too. It ain't just gonna be that little slither of land. We're going from the borders of Egypt, the Nile River, all the way to the Euphrates. Everything in between, north and south, east and west, is gonna belong to us, baby. That's ours. Even though the whole earth gonna be ours, but that's gonna be our headquarters, man.
Yeah, you can imagine what the scriptures say, like the holy city, man, just flying in on the high holy days, like damn.
Everybody coming like damn. Go along, Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, man. We'll be screaming, bro. Rock through Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. Ain't gonna be nobody there like, shh, you too loud. What? Smack your fucking head off your shoulders. You disrespect one of the men of the Lord. Yeah, you crazy.
That's right.
Go ahead, brother.
Verse 9, surely the isles shall wait for me, and the ships of Tarshish first.
And Tarshish, that's where Portugal, Spain is. That's where Jake came to slavery first. Through them motherfuckers, man. Go ahead, brother.
First to bring thy sons from far, their silver and their gold with them.
Yeah, it ain't gonna be no pocket full of silver, pocket full of gold. We talking about big boatloads, man. Boatloads, shipping containers full of gold and silver, man. It's coming to us, man. When them nations, it ain't never gonna stop. It says, I want to see, because I think it says the gate shall be open continuously, and that's when we're gonna pause there. We're gonna jump over there in Revelation 22. Go ahead.
Their silver and their gold with them unto the name of the Lord Yahweh thy power.
That's right.
And to the Holy One of Israel, because he has glorified thee.
That's right.
And the sons of strangers shall build up their walls.
So if the Lord is dealing with every nation, who's gonna build up our walls, man? It said the sons of strangers. Ain't no strangers in Israel, because we ain't doing no work, bro.
That's right.
You nations gonna build our land. You nations gonna build our walls up, man. What it say in the NLT?
In NLT, it says, they are ships from the ends of the earth, from lands that trust in me, led by the great ships of Tarshish. They are bringing the people of Israel home from far away, carrying their silver and gold. They will honor Yahweh, your power, the Holy One of Israel.
Yeah, because in that day, ain't going to be nobody worshiping these idols, these dead idols. Ain't no more Jesus Christ, no more Muhammad, no more Ali Akbar, no more Hare Krishnas. None of that bullshit, yo. Ain't no more gods of the ancient Egypt. You fucking crazy, man.
That's right.
Nut and gut and butt and duck and tut. Fuck out of here, yo. It's just gonna be melted, bro.
That's right.
Buddha.
Yep. And the sons of strangers shall build up thy walls.
What it say that portion in the NLT, what it say?
It says, foreigners will come to rebuild your towns.
Foreigners, meaning them heathen nations, bro.
Yeah.
So again, if the Lord love everybody, wait a minute, who's gonna be building our walls up, man?
That's right.
You know what I'm saying?
Only makes sense.
It only makes sense, brother. Because the narrative is only about the children of Israel being saved and salvation and enjoying the kingdom of heaven. Now, by default, when you nations stand up, and that's after 1,000 years of hardcore slavery, you know what I'm saying? Then y'all gonna be able to rebuild y'all situation, y'all land. We ain't gonna be building it up, and you're gonna have people watching over you. Our sons.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Our sons gonna watch over you, make sure y'all doing the right thing. And y'all ain't gonna come straight to us. Y'all gonna have to talk to one of our boys. You know what I'm saying? And they're gonna relay the message. Hey, Abba, hey, this is what's going on over here, or dad. That word dad is uncle in the Hebrew. Da'ad. You know what I'm saying? That's gonna be for hey, to my nephews, man. His sons and his sons. Right. And my sons and them. Hey, this is what they got going on. Okay. All right, good. Keep it up. Keep reading, bro.
And the sons of strangers shall build up thy walls, and their kings shall minister unto thee.
They gonna be slaves.
Yeah.
Ain't gonna be no minister like the good minister, Farrakhan. No, they gonna be slaves, man.
That's right.
Vocab alone, you got a problem with that. They talk about we gonna be slaves. You damn right. We was your slaves. We was we was enslaved. We was in captivity in every nation on the planet Earth, man. So they ain't gonna be slaves to us? The fuck?
For in my wrath I smote thee, but in my favor have I had mercy on thee.
Yep. In the Lord's wrath, he smote us. But in his mercy, he gonna have favor, man. And we open the mercies of David gonna be ever flowing for us, man. The Most High is very merciful unto us, man, but not to you nations. But you gonna show you mercy. You gonna get mercy. Even Esau, when he get put to death and eviscerated, he not gonna be in slavery forever. No. We just want 1,000 We just want 1,000 long, hard years of captivity for your bitch ass.
Yeah.
Beat you in a fucking submission. Go ahead, bro.
Therefore thy gates shall be open continually. They shall not
That's
be.
it. Keep reading it. Read that again.
Verse 11. Therefore thy gates shall be open continually. They shall not be shut day nor night. That men may bring unto thee the forces of the Gentiles.
That wealth, baby. It's never gonna be. It ain't gonna be shut. Even after 1,000 long years of captivity, them gates gonna be open, baby.
That's right.
Day and night, just gonna be coming in, bro.
Tribute,
baby. We need that. I need my chips and my dip. Go ahead, brother.
Revelation 21:10, it says, and he carried me away in the spirit to a great and high mountain, and showed me a great city, the holy Jerusalem, descending out of heaven from the Most High.
And that's gonna be us. That's not no big building. Ain't no city. You ain't never seen no city, no physical city descend from the sky. No, it's gonna be us. We that city. Hold that. Lamentations 2:15, might be 16, where it says what? Is this the city that they call the
15, maybe.
Yeah, that's it. 15.
15. All that pass by clap their hands at thee. They hiss and wag their head at the daughter of Jerusalem, saying, is this the city that men call the perfection of beauty?
Right.
The joy of the whole earth?
Right, because when you look at us now, as a nation, they don't look at us as the city of perfection of beauty. Not even our women. We got some fine ass women even on this side. It's like, no, they look at us with disdain and disrespect, man. So we're that city. That city is a people. Jerusalem is a people before it's a place, man. It ain't talking about the city over there in the state of Israel where they arguing and fighting. You got that funky ass, foot smelling, ass smelling masjid over there called the Dome of the Rock. That shit's gonna be eviscerated, nigga. That Wailing Wall gonna fall on you fucking heathens, nigga.
That's right.
Okay, it's talking about us. Okay, and we that city, man. We're gonna come out, we're gonna come down, we're gonna have our mantles on, those capes. We're gonna be superheroes, man. We're gonna be dressed in our war apparel, man. Yeah, we're gonna be getting down. We're gonna be descending from the sky, man, from the heavens, bro. Out of them chariots. The same way we went up, the same way we coming back down, baby. Just like Yahweh, man.
Yep, that's right.
Go ahead, bro.
It says, Revelation 21:10, and he carried me away in the spirit to a great and high mountain, and showed me that great city, the holy Jerusalem, descending out of heaven from the Most High, having the glory of the Most High.
Yeah, so we're gonna have that light on us. All of us, man.
That glow.
Yeah, glow. You got the glow.
That's
Your
so
body, one thing got to go. It's the power of elevation. What's that? Bruce Leroy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Catches bullets with his teeth. Nigga, please. Yeah, we gonna catch bullets, all right. We ain't gonna have to catch them without teeth. They're gonna stop in front of us and fall to the ground, then get back up, turn back around, and go straight through your dome, nigga.
That's right.
Go ahead, bro.
It says, having the glory of the Most High, and her light was like unto a stone most precious, even like a jasper stone, clear as crystal.
Clear as crystal. Yeah.
It says,
because we're gonna have physical stones, man. They're gonna be adorning our lands, man. Go ahead.
It says, and had a wall great and high, and had 12 gates, and the gates are 12 angels, and names written thereon, which are the names of the 12 tribes of the sons of Israel.
Yep.
Well, and
see, where's the name of the other nations? Right? Where's the name of the other nations? Nowhere to be found, bro. See, the 12 tribes are the sons of Israel. Man, it's gonna be Judah, Benjamin. It's gonna be Judah, Yehoiada, Benjamin, Loya, Shemayawan, Zebulon, Ephraim, Manasseh, Gad, Ra'aban, Naphtali, Asher, right? Issachar, bro.
right.
It's gonna be on everything. You're gonna see it. You don't see that over there in the state of Israel right now.
Damn.
Hell no, bro. If you seen a stone, somebody would have tried to steal it. You know what I mean?
That's right.
Them Arabs would have really been kicking up sand over there and trying to get that stuff, man. Go ahead, bro.
Verse 13, on the east 3 gates, on the north 3 gates, on the south 3 gates, and on the west 3 gates.
Yep.
And the walls of the city had 12 foundations, and in them the names of the 12 apostles of the Lamb.
See? That includes Mattathias. His name gonna be in there too. Because he replaced Judas, Issachar, Iscariot. Go ahead, brother.
And he that talked with them had a golden reed to measure the city, and the gates thereof, and the wall thereof. And the city lieth 4 square, and the length is as large as the breadth. And he measured the city with the reed 12,000 furlongs. The length and the breadth and the height of it are equal. And he measured the wall thereof 144 and 4 cubits, according to the measure of a man, that is, of an angel.
Hey, Salakia to the brother Kazak. I don't know. I must have touched the screen. It had deleted your messages, brother. I didn't do that on purpose, bro. Kazak, Bun Yehoiada. I didn't do that on purpose. I didn't mean to do that. My hand was touching the screen, brother. So if you don't see your messages up there, it was an accident. It was accidentally deleted. I don't know what the hell happened. Go ahead, brother. Keep reading.
Verse 18, it says, and the building of the wall of it was of jasper, and the city was pure gold, like unto clear glass.
Yeah, it said the city was pure gold, like unto pure glass, man. And why? Because we're going to have abundance of gold. Hold that. Skip that where the Lord said it for gold, for silver, you're going to put gold in Isaiah 60. Go back to Isaiah 60.
Isaiah chapter 60. verse.
Keep going.
Isaiah 60:17, for brass I will bring gold, and for iron I will bring silver.
So it said for brass, I will bring gold. Brass is, you can find brass anywhere in the earth, man. Pretty much. That's how abundant the gold is going to be. And for what? And for iron and silver.
For iron I will bring silver.
So you can find iron in the earth just as abundant. You can find iron in the earth. You're gonna be able to find silver in the earth, man. Why is that? All of these materials gonna be used to build what? Our walls up. Keep reading.
And for wood, brass.
And just like you can find wood, look, we still in a whole bunch of wood is in front of us. That's how abundant brass gonna be. And wood gonna be abundant too. Go ahead, keep reading.
And for stones, iron.
And for stones, iron. We find rocks everywhere. Iron gonna be available. Go ahead.
I will also make thy officers peace,
And our exactors.
and thine exactors righteousness.
Yeah. So yeah, man. Let's go back to that, man. So that all them raw materials, them heathen nations gonna build up our walls, baby. And you hearing it right here in Revelation 22. All this is for Israel, man. This ain't for you other nations, bro. Again, you'll be able to enjoy the kingdom by default, just like Jake is out here enjoying portions of your kingdom by default. The other nations, they're enjoying portions of Esau's kingdom that we're in right now. By what? By default.
That's right.
Okay? Even you Edomites, man, while you building up our kingdom, you get the least of everything. Guess what? It's still going to be better than the greatest of anything that you give us here.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? We got to feed our slaves. You gotta be fed. You got to be clothed properly, man.
Sure.
You ain't going to be having the finest of wares, but you're going to have rags and tatters. You're going to be showing your breasts, you know, like these Edomites like to walk by you and flash. You remember that shit used to happen to us a lot down there in Waikiki, man. Ain't going to happen. Bitch, you're going to be clothed up. You know what I'm saying? Only time you're going to be buck naked is when we get the finest of your woman and y'all come to our bedroom chambers or wherever we lay your ass down at and pop.
Right.
Because you belong to us, nigga. That ass belong to me.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Your soul belongs to the Most High, but that ass belongs to me. Go ahead, buddy.
It says Revelation 21:18. It says, and the building of the wall of it was of jasper, and the city was pure gold like unto clear glass.
And the city was unto pure gold like unto pure glass. I remember watching that video. King Mashah said, you women, man, you gonna scrub them floors, man. Because we want to see ourselves, man.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? It ain't gonna just be no soap and water, man. You gonna have to clean our streets, man.
Hell yeah.
Our streets. I'm sorry, you're talking about the city right now, though, right?
Yeah, okay.
Let's keep on reading, bro.
It says, and the foundations of the of the wall of the city were garnished with all manner of precious stones. The first foundation was jasper, the second sapphire, the third chalcedony, the fourth an emerald.
Hey, the brother knows what them emeralds look like, bro. His mom's not putting his business out there, but his mom's, she dealt in emeralds, man. You know what I'm saying? I ain't never touched the emerald, bro. We got stones on. We love stones. All of us wear stones. You know what I mean? We gonna watch, man. And remember, the stones put off a vibration. Yeah. Each of these different. That's why we're gonna be on a high level, bro.
They charge you up.
Yeah, they're gonna charge us up, man. I want a whole room, a big room full of black opal, man. That is beautiful, man.
Made out of it.
Made out of it, man. Amethyst, all these stones, we're gonna have in abundance, man. So like they don't make a big deal about it. It's still expensive. We can't afford them big stones. We go to stone shows. We see them big old geo stones, and they charge you like $15,000 for one. No, buddy, that's ours. That's free. Go ahead, bro.
It says the fifth sardonyx, the sixth sardius, the seventh chrysolite, the eighth beryl, the ninth topaz, the 10th a chrysoprasus, the 11th jacinth, the 12 in amethyst.
Yep.
And the 12 gates were 12 pearls.
Yeah. You can imagine one little pearl to get out of the ocean. To get out, you gotta kill a oyster to take it and stuff. Well, it's gonna be a huge pearl, not no little pearl. It's gonna be a big, big one, man. And it's gonna be posted up.
That's right.
Right over the gate. Go ahead, bro.
Every several gate,
which is every 3 gates,
was of one pearl, and the street of the city was pure gold,
You see
as
this?
they were transparent glass.
So not only is our buildings gonna be pure gold, not only is our with all precious stones in them, laden in them, it ain't gonna be haphazardly put. It's gonna be specifically, meticulously laid upon, man.
Hey.
You know what I'm saying? And the streets gonna be gold. The streets, man. The streets, not a street, not 2 streets. Every street gonna be gold, nigga.
That's right.
Here it is, you done killed us. Y'all done charged us for gold. Y'all got the gold prices going through the roof. We ain't never had no real gold, man. Even the stuff we touches, it ain't real gold. We gonna have gold, we gonna walk on it, bro. And dare one of y'all to try to spit on it. While we walking, y'all gonna be shining. Shining. There's gonna be females, heathen nation females with fat asses and pretty faces, shining on big boobs, man. Shining them shining the streets, baby. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
Hey, so with that, man, we're gonna close out. We're gonna give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'Shem, Yahushai, Ba'Shem, Rakakadash. Say double honor to the apostles and the bishop, elders, the great millstone. Salutations to the elect. All you brothers out there, keep pushing, keep striving. We almost out of here. Hey, shalom.
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 Lord, until next week. Shalom, brothers.
Yep, shalom.
How long was that?
That was 2:32. Stop it.